and last night. Well, firstly, they don't know what they're doing with the starting pitching. Like, do we take him out? Do we leave him in? I mean, Fried should have stayed in.
Right.
Rodon should have come out last night after 6 innings. I thought running him out for the 7th inning, that to me felt like we don't trust Luke Weaver at all, so how are we going to get the 9 outs? But, yeah, Cruz was really good. Really, and I thought, see, here's the thing. I've said this, like, the Yankees are, when you play the Orioles or you play the Rays even or the White Sox and the Twins, like you're gonna dismantle those teams. Those are not good baseball teams, and you're gonna win.
Right.
But when it gets to a team that's almost your equal, and I think the Yankees are better than the Red Sox, but almost your equal, it's like little nuanced things. And 2 plays stand out to me last night that Boston, that typically does this stuff well, did not do. Number 1, Rafaela did not get the bunt down in the 7th inning. I thought that's a massive misstep from him and for the Red Sox, right? Pops it up, caught by Cruz. That's out 1. And the second thing is, I guess it was also the 7th when Eaton didn't score on that play from Jazz. I mean, Rice couldn't keep it in front of him. It goes past him. It rolls over the base runner. And, I mean, I can't believe he didn't score on that play. Those 2 plays to me, coupled with the Yankees making the little nuanced plays, buoyed them to a victory last night.
And you think about it, too, like with that play that Jazz made in the 7th, the one that Eaton didn't score on, which was a hell of a play, right? And you give him credit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it goes back again to these wonky lineup configurations because Rosario didn't make that play in Game 1 on the Yoshida hit that scored 2 runs.
Right up the middle, correct.
Think about it, right? And then Jazz is in there last night and he makes the play. You know, you and I are tennis guys.
Big tennis guy.
Right? Love tennis.
Yeah.
What do they always say in tennis? Make the other guy hit another shot.
Correct.
Even if you're completely out of the play, like if you're 15 feet behind the baseline,
just
you
keep
hit
the
a
point
lob
going.
like 100 feet into the air, make him hit the ball back over the net because he could commit an error, and then you win the point. In that situation last night, like
it's
if
like
you're
put the ball in play in
put
baseball,
the ball
right?
in play. Force the first baseman to make a throw. Like RJ and I were joking about it before the show today, like the Lucas Duda play in the World Series in 2015.
Correct.
Who's to
I
say?
didn't even think it would have come down to a throw. I think he would have walked home had he just kept running around
That's
third
what I'm
base.
saying. But like, make them make a play at the very least.
Which the weird thing to me is the Red Sox are really good with that. Like you saw in Game 1, like you know, Sogard taking second base, right, tagging up, the Judge play in right field. Like they've been good on that. And then last night, for some reason, they got a little casual. It was very strange.
Well, it was funny, too, because, like, Cora was asked about the Sogard play after Game 1, and he essentially admitted that's all before the game stuff, scouting, preparation,
Right.
because they know the Judge can't throw the ball.
Right.
So wouldn't you think last night when you have Rice, for crying out loud, at first base, that, you know what, it's not exactly a Gold Glover. It's not Don Mattingly.
He's a bad
base.
defensive first baseman. But here's the thing. How many times do you watch baseball where when you're on second base and there's 2 outs and you don't even think about stopping. You just go.
Right.
Right, because you just assume that the play, he's going to be out. And if he's not out, are they going to be able to make the play from second base, first base, get the ball, and then realize that to go home? He would have walked home had he just continued to home.
You force the initiative. That's all you do.
I thought that was bad base running, but Yankees took care of their business. They did a good job. Bullpen was like everyone's like, oh, Devin Williams, he's back. I mean, he base hit to Bregman. Bregman was on him that entire at bat. I felt like he was lining balls to the third base line and eventually gets the base hit. He got fortunate with the double play, but Yankees. I said yesterday before the game on this show, Yankees are going to win this best of 3, and I feel more steadfast about it now than I did yesterday. They're going to win the series.
Tonight could be an adventure, though. Like, I feel tonight you're going to have an adventure with the bullpens. Both teams. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
if you're the Yankees, you're going to have to go to your guys now 3 consecutive days.
3 consecutive days. And even though Cam Schlittler is a starting pitcher and he's, had innings and he's pitched deep into games this year and, at least by standards of what starting pitchers do nowadays, I just have a feeling it's one of those, like, at an early sign of trouble, he's going to be on him and getting him out of the game and then just putting it in the hands of a fresh arm, to give these hitters different looks because there is no tomorrow.
Well, here's the thing as well. The Yankees offensively, Game 1, and I get it, right? You're going up against Crochet. He's awesome. He shut you down. So it goes Crochet to Chapman, shut you down. Last night, offensively, everything's with 2 outs, and it's not great, right? You would agree, like, it was difficult to put runs across the plate. Tonight, you got to score runs. Like, you need put up a 6 spot, for God's sakes. There's no reason you can't put up 5, 6, 7 runs tonight against Connolly early.
Because you think law of averages, though, right? Because there have been 2 relatively low.
Not even that. I just
games.
think that the differentiation in pitching, like you're going against early. They've used their bullpen, right? They've used everybody. Whitlock, I don't even know. We were talking about it before the show. Was he even available in this game? I don't even know.
He might have an inning, maybe.
Maybe. Chapman might, he didn't pitch last night, so maybe he can go 5 outs. But, I mean, you're the Yankees. It would be nice to not have to rely on your bullpen being elite and your starting pitching being great. It would be nice for once to put up, we put up 6 runs. We put up 5 runs through 4 innings, and now we're going to find our way to a tidy victory instead of stressing out for 9 innings tonight.
Red Sox are probably saying exactly the
same
thing,
they are.
though, right? Because they got to figure, we got to get the bats going at some point here. Hey, look, all bets are off tonight. Like, it could get really, really hairy. I don't think either one of these teams tonight is just going to win a laugher. It's going to be micromanaging to the umpteenth degree with these managers with the bullpens
That's
today.
what they do.
That's what drives you crazy.
But that's what they do.
As a baseball fan now in 2025, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's not the same baseball we grew up
like,
on, but it's never going to be.
Like, for the most part. You know what I mean? Like,
Is
these
you got
starting
extended
pitchers
starting pitching?
It was great.
It was luxurious.
It was great.
It was. I liked it as well. And then you have the massive play to give the Yankees the 3-2 lead where Judge, in essence, flew out to left field and Duran decided to make a meal out of that thing. They called it a base hit, which is, I mean, you talk about hometown scoring. It was comical. I said before the show that was an easy play. RJ got upset with that, saying, I don't know about easy, but that's a play you should make every time. I want to say it again. That's an easy play.
You're a big league outfielder. It's a play you should make in the playoffs. I think the percentile for like expected out or whatever it was, I think it was like 75 or 80%. On that play.
I mean, he got there.
He made it into a difficult play by falling down.
Right.
By losing his footing, which,
right.
Look, it happens. But I'm saying, like, as a big league left fielder, you should make that play.
I think RJ agrees with that. His issue was I said easy, and he doesn't think it was, in fact, easy. But it's a play you need to make. Absolutely you need to make. But
100%.
You know what? Story comes back. He's having a good series, too, by the way.
Of course.
Trevor Story. He hits the long home run, ties the game at 3. Did you think the Rafaela ball was gone?
Gone.
I couldn't believe it didn't go out of the park.
Ray came in this morning because he was at the game.
Yeah.
And then he said, well, how did that look on TV? I said, Ray, forget about how it looked. Because I don't remember if I don't remember if I was like looking at the screen like when the pitch was thrown.
Right.
The sound of the ball off the bat on TV.
I knew it was gone.
Knew it was gone.
That's gone. Now, Ray,
and the way he stayed and admired it too. Like normally that happens when you know as a hitter that you got one.
That was gone. Ray, they had shown. I don't know if you saw this. How much attention you paid to it. Also, Dan, they did like a little thing. How windy it was at the game last night, especially in right field. You at the game, you thought that ball was gone when he hit it, right?
I don't know how windy it was. Like,
well,
was
you saw it when they showed that, right? They showed the flags blowing in from right field last night.
Yeah. I mean, I felt the little breeze, but I never felt like it was really that windy. That thing, it was on a rope. Everybody thought it was going over the wall, and so like that point, I stopped watching the ball and I just started looking at Judge to see how he was playing it and just like pray and hope that it was not going to go over the wall. I thought that was gone. Absolutely thought it was gone.
I think everybody thought it was gone. I mean, I still, and watched it again this morning, I'm stunned it wasn't gone. Like,
shocked.
And that's, of any place in baseball, where do you want to hit the ball? Right field, Yankee Stadium. Like, it's such a short porch, and you thought it was gone, but, Yankees, they live to see another day. They're up 4-3. There had to be a ton of nerves at the stadium last night. Like, were people weeping?
not weeping, but I felt like there was like this air of anxiety in the ballpark. Although I got to say this, there was way more Red Sox fans than I care for.
I thought they weren't allowed in.
I heard that.
There was a lot of Red Sox cheers.
What would you say, 20%?
Maybe, yeah. 20, maybe 25. But they were there, and a lot of them were wearing those yellow jerseys that
those are awful.
I know they're supposed to be for the Boston Marathon, but they don't make a lot of sense.
Those are awful.
And now they don't wear them anymore. They wear the green ones or their new City Connects.
Right. There were a couple green ones, but more of the yellow ones.
So when you see these people, do you like look down on them?
Absolutely.
Like, you're
do you not?
Oh.
Do you not?
Well, I don't, because I don't mind the Red Sox, but I imagine you would.
There was a guy in a Red Sox jersey and a Mets hat. It was one of those guys.
I mean, how do you even get out of bed?
Like, he just must be really into 1986. Just he loves the year.
That was his year.
He loves the year. Yeah.
That was his year.
Yeah. The culture, the everything. He loves 86.
Madonna, huge Madonna fan.
He even has like a Gorbachev stain on his head if you look real close.
I don't think that was a stain.
Well,
it's a birthmark.
Yeah. At birth.
Yeah, call it a stain. Sure, why not?
Call it a stain. So here we are. Game 3 tonight. And for your troubles, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
Isn't it incredible? Like, let's say...
I mean, the Reds couldn't have done us a solid and won that game last night.
Please. Goodbye. Let sleeping dogs lie. It's funny. Are we still subscribing to the fact that obviously these series are designed at the last minute because, like, these matchups for the playoffs, like, a lot of them weren't decided until Sunday.
Yeah, most of them weren't
like
decided
that final
till Sunday.
day.
Right.
And now, let's say you went ahead and bought tickets for Game 3. You're thinking, all right, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
Yep.
Nope, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like, that could screw
Well,
up your plans to a certain degree.
Thursday.
What do you mean?
You say screw up your Wednesday?
Screw up your plans to a certain degree.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Just check.
I got confused.
Can you hear okay?
Yeah, you're the one that had the issue. But here's the thing. Tomorrow's Friday. So if it was like a Monday into a Tuesday, now you have to stay up till God knows when. So think about this. This game's going to end after 11 o'clock, right?
And this will be the one that goes like 4 hours probably.
It just kill me. And you know what else bothers me? I had the idea that I was going to have the football on after the baseball, but now it's going to be simultaneous, and now there's going to be that stress level of two important things happening at the same time.
What was like that last Thursday because the Mets were playing the Cubs?
I hate the Mets.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like you lock in on that, and then like the football was like an afterthought with Seattle and Arizona last Thursday.
Yeah, football always takes priority at my house. Like football will go on the main TV and the baseball will go on the side TV. That's just my way.
Even last week?
Every week.
It's interesting.
But football gets the main TV.
Interesting.
And then the baseball gets the side. But, I mean, a lot of stress last night. You're a Yankees fan. You were very anxious. But, it's simple. To me, it's the little things, right? It's the little plays that the Yankees made, like that play from Chisholm. Tremendous play up the middle. I'm not quite sure why he threw it. Like, I would have thought just hang on to the ball and then think about getting the guy at home. But whatever, they got fortunate there. So it's the little plays. And then it's the bullpen. I mean, bullpen game 1, bad. Bullpen game 2, really good. And Yankees win, and they force a game 3.
So is it still too early for Yankee fans to be okay with Aaron Judge, by the way, in the postseason? He has 2 multi-hit games. Is that hitting in October yet?
That's not a multi-hit game last night.
He had 2 hits.
Oh, I guess.
Letter of the law. History shows he had 2 hits.
You're right. In 5 years, you'll be like, yeah.
He's not over 10.
But you know what's gonna start though? If they lose tonight, well, he didn't have any extra base hits.
Right.
I mean, you know what? Look at Ohtani. Ohtani hits 2 home runs in game 1. Where'd the extra base hits from Judge? That's what you're gonna get. If they lose, do you know how fickle it is?
I know.
If they lose, Boone stinks. He doesn't know what he's doing. Judge doesn't come up in the clutch, right? Volpe's played well.
Well, the postseason's never been a problem for Volpe.
Volpe's played really well.
You know, it's always just get him to October.
And by the way, what are we doing? Can Chisholm and Rice be in the lineup, for God's sake? Rice hits the 2-run homer. Then he hits maybe the hardest ball of the night that he lines out to right field. Like, you have to have the guy in your lineup.
Isn't it a weird thing? Because the Yankees win. Okay, those guys help you win a game last night. But in a weird, like, roundabout way, it almost makes the manager look worse. Because why weren't they in there in game 1? I don't care about the lefty stuff. You're taking almost 60 home runs and all that production out of your lineup.
How much is it the manager?
And defensively, well, whoever it is,
right. But it makes the Yankees look worse. Totally agree with you.
But he's the one in front of the firing squad. You know what I mean? He gets paid all the money. He's got to answer the questions and people to make it as if it's his decision.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right.
It's comical.
Chisholm is not a platoon player. He's a 30-30 guy. You could argue that it was Judge, Bellinger, and then Rice. Were your 3 best offensive players?
It's so funny to me. Like, you play an entire season. You play 162 games.
Yep.
You know the old saying, like, go with the ones that got you here. These 2 guys, like I said,
dance with your date, right?
60 home runs and over how many RBIs? And the first game of the most
Rosario and Caballero.
And a best of 3.
Right.
A best of 3, they're on the bench.
And
Rice doesn't sniff the field.
And it's not like oh, you know what? They're going to get up, other guys that are really excellent players. It's backup players.
It's incredible.
Rosario and Caballero have to be in the lineup.
Rosario.
Yeah.
Rosario, who didn't even make the play defensively on Monday night. The Jazz made last night, too, to make matters worse.
It's a good play from Jazz. Really, really good
Great play.
All right, so let's break. We'll come back. We got sound from Boone, Rodon, Judge, Cruz. Fernando Cruz is an excitable fella, by the way. Very excitable.
Very much.
Very excitable. I want to hear from the Yankees fans. We want to hear from the Yankees fans. You must be all pumped up today.
Huge.
Very excited.
Couldn't sleep if you're a Yankee fan.
1-800-919-3776. Ray, you feeling sleepy today, or you feeling, just caffeinated from the Yankees win?
No. Listen, the game didn't end that late. Now, if the game was 8 o'clock like tonight,
are you going to? Don't you have to go to? I think you have to go.
I can't go tonight at an 8 o'clock game
to keep the karma going.
Yeah, I think you have to go.
I get home at like midnight.
You'd get home after midnight, I would suspect.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah,
definitely.
But it's a Thursday night.
Definitely.
Ray, this is it. I think you need to go. I saw tickets last night. It was not insane
for last night's game.
Yeah, less than $200.
Just get in.
Yeah.
When you say less, I mean like 150. 150.
The building was full, by the way.
Like $170.
That's a lot. For one baseball game?
RJ paid like $1,000 to go to Game 5 of the World Series last year.
That's Game 5 of the World Series. This is Game 1 of a
I'm telling you,
wild
and maybe
card
I'm
round.
jaded, but I don't think 170 to get in, and I don't think you had a bad seat, right, Ray?
No, it's pretty good.
I think that's not a bad
No, I understand, but
number at all.
I'm also thinking it was like in just me. Would I ever like contemplate paying that to go to then all the aggravation that would ensue? No, that's like
You wouldn't spend $170 to go to a lose and you're out of the postseason?
no,
Like,
because I think
massive
in that
game?
situation I'd rather be home absorbing it in my own little ecosystem. In front of the TV, I don't miss anything. Like I'm thinking back to the Game 3 last year with the Mets in Milwaukee. And what that type of atmosphere was like.
I mean, I'm looking right now.
On my couch.
I mean, you can go to the game tonight for less than $200 again.
Well, yeah, because there was no guarantee that there was a Game 3, so that's why the tickets are probably accessible.
Yeah, you could be in the door for $155.
Yeah, there you go.
So, I mean, don't you guys have – why would you not go to this? Now, RJ, you have the Niners, so you really can't go. But, Ray, you could go. I'd like to see you there, Ray.
He does have to wake up at 4 in the morning.
But tomorrow's Friday, and this is it. Ray, we
He's
talked
still gotta
about this.
wake up, though.
But you're getting married next week, right? Your single Ray is gone. The Rangers start next week, and that eliminates him being able to do anything now.
True.
And then the Knicks start right after that. Ray, go. Come on.
Listen, we can have a discussion. I'm not prepared to do that right now.
Ray,
though.
make him pay
Not
for
prepared.
it. He's the one bringing it up.
How
Make him
about
pay
this?
for it.
I think this is fair. I'll go halvesies with you.
No, you don't need. No.
Why?
No.
That's generous of me.
Venmo him.
It is
90
I don't-
it is,
I-
is
I
very
don't- I don't
generous
have
of you.
I set up Venmo in the back of a car. It took 5 minutes. So if I could do it, you could do it.
I could do it. My wife has the Venmo, and I tell her,
I
hey,
was,
okay, you have
I was
it.
going to say he has Venmo, but Sherry does everything. so.
Interesting.
I have a business manager, and she's that person.
She lives in the same house.
That's right. I'm going to push you now. My goal is by the end of the show, you'll be like, all right, I'll go, just to shut you up. I want you there. You should be there. This is a massive game. All right, let's break. We'll come back. We've got Tim Hasselbeck today. We've got Buster Olney today. 1-800-919-3776. DNR with you. Dan in for Rick right here on ESPN New York.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes. How do I even know if my heart is work stress affected? It's time to up my cardio. If my mom has something, how will I find out? It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Getting the right mattress helps you sleep at night. Getting the right price helps you sleep even better. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step fitting process to make sure your new bed fits you perfectly. The right fit, the right price, plus free delivery. It's what they do, only at PC Richard & Son. Free delivery on mattresses $199 and up. Excludes Manhattan. See stores for details.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
That's right. Ray's happy. Yankee fans, they're happy. They're bullish. They're excited.
Cautious optimism.
There's a funny email I got. Jay Soltis says, why are you here on a Jewish holiday and Rick is off?
Because Rick's observing.
Please make it make sense. Yeah, Rick is taking one for the team. He's fasting. He's home, and he refuses to work on Yom Kippur.
Dude, everybody's religious preferences, whatever, that's their own.
Yeah.
You leave it to them.
You do what you choose to do.
And Rick is observing. God bless him.
Yeah. Good for him. It's the first year he's actually fasted. So I'm proud of him for that.
Yeah, that's part of it. That's a big part of it.
Yeah, you don't eat, but you're atoning for your sins for the whole year.
Absolutely.
We can wipe out the whole year in one day. That's nice.
Just don't eat.
One day.
Yep.
Don't eat. Clean slate.
Did a lot of bad things, but you know what? I'm skipping lunch and dinner.
That's right.
Good to go.
All right. You guys have to do it weekly, right?
That's it.
Yeah. We're one day the entire year.
Oh, wait a minute. You guys got to do it weekly. What does that mean?
What do you mean? You go to church, and weekly you have to go into confession and kind of.
You don't do those. I haven't been to confession since Reagan was in
theory,
office.
In theory, like, what are you, 107 years old? I haven't been to confession since Reagan's been to office.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but like literally, I think like you make your, what is it called? I don't say you make your confession. What is it? Penance? What is it called? Right?
Well, penance is after the confession, isn't it? Like the priest tells you what to do, that's your penance.
Nobody knows.
It's one of the quote-unquote sacraments.
Nobody knows.
You make it when you're in like the second grade. And I went to a Catholic grammar school, so they make you go like once a year with the school and the class. But after that, I don't think I've gone in 30 years.
You have nothing to confess, maybe.
Nothing to confess.
Go do
my
10
hands are
Hail
clean.
Marys. Go do 10 Hail Marys.
Maybe you go in, you sit down, and he's like, all right, my son, what do you have? You're like, I got nothing. I've been really good.
I probably should have gone to confession for, having to watch some of these teams year in and year out. But other than that, and lend them your support.
The Mets should go to confession for me.
Gosh.
Not me go to confession for them. All right, let's hear from some of the particulars, shall we?
I can't wait.
Oh, that's nice. Here's Aaron Boone on the win.
What a game. It's been two great games, these first two. A lot of big plays on both sides. We turned I thought our defense tonight was really, really good. Turned a couple big time double plays. Did some good things on the bases. A homer by Benny to get us rolling, and then the bullpen closing it down after Roto gave us enough there. Even though he struggled a little bit there in the seventh to get us through six, set us up, and able to hang on. But what a game!
It was honestly, like, as someone that didn't really have a dog in the fight here, it was a really, really good baseball game. I thought Game 1 was a good baseball game as well.
They've been really two really good games, and the fact that they haven't gone 4.5 hours with all these ridiculous pitching changes, which is what I hope we don't have tonight. It's the way that baseball should be, especially it was so nice, more so on the first day. What was it, Tuesday, when you had a guy like Skubal in the first game go out there and just pitch into the 8th inning that he did. You had the two guys in the Yankee game, for example. It's nice to see starting pitchers go out there and Blake Snell, what he did for the Dodgers that night, just all lefties, ironically enough, just go out there and dominate.
Yeah, but
they're making the most money for a reason.
And hopefully David Stearns is paying attention to this. And again, this is a Yankee day and not a Mets day, but it's like the little things happen, and you think about the Mets. Like, Fried was great, and Crochet was great, and Skubal was otherworldly. It's still, you win with pitching. This game is built on pitching.
David Stearns is watching these playoffs, checking to see which reliever comes out of the bullpen that he could turn into a starting pitcher next year for one of these teams.
Yeah, like a Clay Holmes experiment.
Exactly. Clay Holmes was very good, by the way.
Clay Holmes is not the reason the Mets are not in the postseason here.
He manned up that final weekend. At least somebody did.
You see the story that, and I was actually disappointed just because I thought it would be like, all right, that's the reason. Like, I kept thinking all year, Manaea's a mess.
Now that he doesn't need the surgery.
He's not going to need surgery.
I know that, nobody wants to go under the knife.
Right.
You, me, nobody. But in this case, if I was the team, I'd be like, You sure you don't want to have the surgery?
Let's just cut.
You sure? Can we poke, prod, something? Maybe a little slice?
Like when I saw that, I was like, oh, man, if he doesn't need surgery, then what the hell?
I'd be like, no, you're getting the surgery.
Yeah, that's
you're
right.
getting the
I'm
surgery.
sorry. Whether you want it or not, you're having the surgery.
Show the clips. Like, you see how you pitch? You're getting the surgery.
More Boone. Here he is on Jazz's performance from last night.
First of all, the double play they turned on Bregman to his left with Volpe was special. And then, obviously, to save a run with the infield hit by Yoshida was excellent. And then a really good patient at bat, long at bat, where he's able to he didn't get the jump to be able to steal a base there, but obviously moving on the pitch gave him a little bit of head start there, and his speed comes into play big time there. So obviously an exciting big play.
So when I was a kid, my dad would always tell me these baseball stories, and you might know this. You're a big baseball guy. I guess in the World Series, Enos Slaughter scored on a single, and it was like folklore. It was like the biggest. He'd be like, he scored on a single. Like, how did he score on a single from first base? He scored on a single. Like, explain that. I mean, that's what he had last night.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's big stuff. To score on now, it was over into the corner. It wasn't just like a regular right to the outfielder single, but he scored from first on a single, and he had the benefit of running on the pitch, right, because it was a full count. But I mean, that's how you win in this postseason.
I think about the fine line, though, because if he gets thrown out at the plate, it's, what is he doing? Playing reckless? How did he run through a stop sign? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it just, the result obviously determines everything. But, like, if he gets thrown out at the plate, you're like, how can he do that in that situation? It's a playoffs, a tight game. You can't make the last out at the plate. Or,
I want to be ultra aggressive.
No,
I mean, when it's this razor thin. And last night, the Yankees were ultra aggressive and made all the plays they had to make, and the Red Sox did not. Right, Game 1, the Red Sox were the cleaner, better baseball team. Game 2, the Yankees were the cleaner, better baseball team. And from the Yankees' perspective, if I were a Yankees fan, I'd say, all right, we've played pretty clean, pretty well for 2 games. Bullpen was really good in Game 2. Tonight, offense, carry us, bring us home.
It is great, though. Like, it is a little bit more old school, like you said, having the base running play a big role in these games, like it should.
That's baseball.
Baseball, they wanted to bring the running game back into things, and they kind of have done so the last couple of years with the rule changes and so on and so forth. But Sogard, Game 1, Jazz last night. Nick Sogard, you know who he's related to, right?
Andy Pettit.
No, he's Steve Sax's nephew.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Steve Sax,
my friend Steve Sax.
Struggled throwing the ball to first base.
That's correct.
Yeah. Old Dodgers second
Simpsons,
baseman.
Steve Sax.
What's the relation, did you say?
His nephew.
Nephew.
Yes.
So their mothers are sisters?
No, not their mothers. Then they'd be cousins if their mothers are sisters.
So he's his nephew. So he's his uncle. So maybe Steve Sax's
sister's kid.
Steve Sax's sister's kid.
Yeah.
That's nice.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. See, I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's why you're good.
I try.
Because you bring information to the table that I did not have.
I mean, he would be talking him up when he was in the minor leagues, and it was kind of like, oh, yeah, my nephew, Nick, and it's like, oh, Nick's, and now he's in the big leagues doing his thing.
It's so funny. I watched the game, and it's like Story. He's very good. He's played well in this series. Bregman, and then it's just like guys like Ref Snyder and Sogard, and just not special players. Not having Roman Anthony's also a massive.
Well, all
loss
those
for them.
guys are out. Think about it too, right? And that's the thing with the Red Sox. Like the fact that they've been able to scrap this thing together and still make the playoffs. They're not a bunch of clubbers and bashers like the Yankees are with their lineup. Like they're a scrappy bunch of guys, and that's going to change eventually. Like next year, there's going to be a whole new set of problems. But for this year, they're still going to be a tough out tonight. I mean, make no mistake about it. And they've got, I don't think, thankfully, you don't have to see him again tonight, Crochet, but they got the best pitcher in the series. We know that.
Oh, yeah. But hopefully you're done with that and you won't have to see him till next season.
Can you imagine if he gives you like a Madison Bumgarner, like an inning, or like tonight, if like in an emergency situation?
I mean, he threw, 120 pitches. I don't know how he could.
Which was a career high, by the way.
I know.
Think about
that was the plan. The plan is we're going to empty the tank here with you. Could you imagine Sox up by 1, 8th inning? How do we get to Chapman? Crochet comes in.
I don't think that.
I don't think it'll happen either. My question is, can Whitlock go tonight? I feel like last night, I think Cora knew it, the Sox needed to win.
And it almost worked out. Like everybody was like, boy, why did he pull Bayo as early as he did? And Bayo's been like so good at Yankee Stadium.
But he wasn't last night. He didn't have it.
Think about it. If not for, breaking through when the Yankees did off of Whitlock, like the plan almost worked to perfection. Right?
Their pen was great.
They almost got away with it.
I mean, Matz was great. And, you name it. Wilson was really good. Yeah, they threw well. They allowed what? 2 runs out of the bullpen?
Now you just said Matz. There were 2 members.
He pitched well.
2 members of that 2015 Mets rotation were in the ballpark last night.
Well, Harvey was there.
And
decked out in his Yankees crap. What is that about?
Harvey's been to both games. After game one, he's sitting there he's sitting next to Marlins man in the second row, right behind the plate. And
I thought it was with Franco last night.
No, last night he was with Franco. The night before, Marlins man is sitting next to him. I don't think they went together.
Dressed as Marlins man?
No, Marlins man was dressed as Marlins man.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think they went together. No, Marlins man.
They just happened to be. What the hell is Marlins man? Who is this? And how does he wind up in the second row of every game?
I think he's an attorney, so that's how he has a bunch of money. But don't you have work obligations? How are you able to fly and go to all these baseball games?
Maybe he schedules court appearances for the afternoon, so he flies back in the morning.
But he takes October's off because he's at every World Series game, you know what I mean?
Dressed as Marlins man?
Dressed as Marlins man. In that, how often do you think he washes that? Does he have more than one?
Yeah, orange. It's probably like the Seinfeld where he opens the closet. It's just
a rotation.
Yeah, it's just all it is
so
that
he went
one
all
outfit.
in. He's like those disgusting orange Marlins jerseys. I'm gonna just make it my thing.
Mm-hmm. I think so. I think he loves it.
Has anybody ever had Marlins man on a show like that? To me, that's a guy I'd like to sit down with for a half
I'll tell you
an
that
hour.
you have a Saturday show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why 9 to noon? Why don't this Saturday? Are you doing your show Saturday morning?
Yes.
Why don't you book Marlins man? Do you think you could get in touch?
He probably has a baseball game to go to.
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm traveling.
Sorry, there's 4 games that day. You might have looked at the schedule.
Do you think you could get in touch with Marlins man if you don't think you get in touch with him?
I don't think. No, you probably could because you could probably find his office.
Yeah, or send him a DM. Yeah. No, here I like Lawrence Levy. Boom.
That's his name.
Yeah, I found it already. He's a nice Jewish fella.
And he was at the game last night.
He's an American sports fan and lawyer from North Miami Beach, Florida. He gained fame in 2012 for his frequent appearances at major sporting events while wearing orange Miami Marlins apparel. He sits in the front row of World Series, Super Bowl, NBA Finals, Kentucky Derby, Stanley Cup Finals. This is Stanley Cup Finals.
Does he wear the Marlins thing to the Kentucky Derby to Churchill Downs?
I think so.
And instead of the gaudy hat, he wears the visor, the Marlins hat.
You could easily get in touch with Marlins man.
Little LL?
I mean, he owns a workers' comp firm, Lawrence Levy and Associates, with offices in Davie and Jacksonville, Florida.
2 offices.
You could easily get.
So he's a big I've fallen and hurt myself at work. He's the guy to call.
He's an ambulance chaser.
Forget about.
Do me a favor. Please have him Saturday.
So instead of hey, you know what? I want you to come on the show. Tell me about your exploits and how you go about going to all these different games. Instead, no. I've fallen and I hurt my arm at the workplace. I need to get in touch with you for that reason. He might be more receptive to want to return your call that way.
I think so. Or maybe just call and say, hey, do a sports talk show.
Yeah.
Your Marlins man would love to book you and have you on the show. Discuss the history and tradition of Marlins man and why you keep going to all these games. All right, let's take a break. 800-919-3776. We'll hear more from the Yankees. Rodon, Ben Rice, Judge, Chisholm, you name it. And you guys as well. We'll get to the calls, I promise. Buster at 7 o'clock. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Every NFL Thursday is your chance to hit the jackpot on FanDuel because with FanDuel's Thursday Touchdown Jackpot, you can win a share of $2 million in bonus bets each week. To get in this Thursday's action, all you have to do is place an anytime touchdown scorer bet before the game kicks off. And if your player scores the first or last touchdown of the game, you'll win your bet plus a share of bonus bets. Just visit FanDuel.com/Rick to take a shot at the jackpot. That's FanDuel.com/Rick for your chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. You must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Must apply profit boost tokens on select market. Prize pool to be split equally among all eligible participants who made the correct first or last touchdown pick. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 21 days after receipt. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Cars for Kids, KARS Cars for Kids, 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877-CARS for kids. KARS, Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877-CARS for kids. KARS, Cars for kids. 1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom designs that let everyone know who you're rooting for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing stacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN, 1 free year of Perplexity Pro, and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A.
Paying extra for tire care is BS. You know, bad service. So at Midas, we're rolling out our BS-free tire guarantee, included with paid installation and tax on every purchase. You'll pay nothing for flat replacements, nada for flat repairs, and zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles. That's $0 for all that. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the BS-free tire guarantee, only at Midas.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now, ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Sean Duggan. What do you think? D-U-G-A-N. Duggan. Sean Duggan emails in. Jazz didn't even get a hit and made a 2-run difference in this game last night. Saved 1, scored 1, and this is the guy we benched for a player who wasn't even an everyday player on the Washington Nationals. I will never get over that mistake. Well, you will, and I'll tell you how you will. If you win tonight, that mistake becomes completely irrelevant.
And if you lose tonight, it's going to be, well, why weren't they playing in game 1? Him and Rice, right?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's not like it's 55-45, right? Rosario is close to Chisholm and Caballero is close to Ben Rice. It's like 90-10. You benched a 30-30 guy.
Well, not only that, Rosario, he was, I think, 6 for 9 lifetime against Crochet, which is probably why they threw him in inside from the lefty-righty. And what did he do that night? Nothing. He got the same amount of hits that I did.
That's not like Jazz got a hit last night, but like this emailer says, he put his fingerprints on the game by, just what he's able to do. He's an athletic guy, and you saw that. Right? How many times have we talked about Yankees don't their home run and that's it? Yeah. Well, Jazz actually adds that level of athleticism, and you bench him in game 1, but I don't think that's the story today. The story today is the Yankees win game 2.
Right. It took everybody. They found a way to get it done.
Right.
And now all hands on deck. Johnny Holstaff, basically, for game 3.
Everybody. I mean, Heel. Where would you go? Let's just say Schlittler is fine. I almost said this.
I mean, if Heel didn't start, or pitch Sunday, he was my starting pitcher today because he's dominant against the Red Sox. He's got a sub-1 ERA against the Red Sox.
I was reading something that says they're going to go to Warren after tonight, unless Schlittler gives you 6 1/3. But Schlittler gives you 3 2/3. Do you go Heel? Do you go Warren? Where would you go?
I would want Heel on the mound, period.
So you'd go Heel?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do you not?
I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. We'll find out from Buster in a few minutes.
He's owned the Red Sox. Own them.
And this Red Sox team is not a great offensive team.
You also have to pick and choose, again, your spots, because when you're talking about starting pitchers and when to get them in the game, do you want traffic on the bases? Do you want to give them a clean inning? Because it messes with a lot of these guys' heads. Because they're not used to it. You're a starting pitcher. You're used to starting innings with nobody on the bases.
Well, but you should know that. You should know the kind of the mental makeup of these guys.
You would think they would know
I would
that,
think.
But then some of these decisions, you're like, what are they doing?
This Saturday, Sports Illustrated Stadium, the New York Red Bulls take on FC Cincinnati with kickoff set for 7:30 p.m. Start your match day early on the Boulevard at 4:30 p.m. Then at 5:45, catch the Red Bulls on the red carpet. Gates open 6 o'clock, where the first 10,000 fans get a reversible Red Bulls bucket hat. For your chance to win a family 4-pack, enter now through the ESPN New York app. Just click the contest tile, submit your entry, bring the crew, and secure your seats at NewYorkRedBulls.com. That's nice. All right, let's get to some of the phone calls. Let's go to our buddy Stamatis in Astoria. Stamatis, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Gross. How are you guys?
We're doing great. I thought you were a Mets guy. Why are you calling about this?
Well, I am calling to share my thoughts with Mr. Dave there because he's a fellow Mets and Giants fan. So I'm going to just say this. What a wonderful, stress-free viewing experience it is right now in our lives. We have the Yankees going on, and whatever happens, happens, right? No stress on us.
See, I don't agree with I actually don't agree with that. Why
is that?
I detest the Yankees. So I'm
That's
watching
fine,
that game, actively rooting for whoever the opposition is last night.
But it's
Boston in
not
particular.
the same as it's not the same as rooting for the Mets. I'm sorry. I know what you're saying.
No,
I'm
it's
saying,
not.
like,
It's
to
not
me,
the same stress as rooting for a team that stinks and can't get out of their own way. But it's still not like Dodgers Reds. That's stress free. Me watching the Yankees. And I'm not saying you have to be like this. Me watching the Yankees can have elements of stress because I don't like them and I actively root against them.
Not for me. I was all
Like,
Dodgers.
So I could give you an example. My son is sitting next to me on the couch, and he's losing his mind last night. He's a Yankee fan. So he's losing his mind watching the game last night. And I'm just sitting there with a smile on my face like, hey, look, whatever happens, happens. It doesn't matter to me, so that's how I see it. And then there's no Knicks, there's no Rangers, there's no nothing. So, to me, it's just been a nice time. And, honestly, as a baseball fan, 2 of the better games I've seen all year. I mean, it's been really something to watch. So we'll see what happens tonight. And one more thing, just dart. Did
you hear my song the other day?
No.
They gave me a hard time yesterday.
Dart. Jackson dart. Jackson dart.
So I didn't realize this.
Can I download that someplace?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a Spotify, Apple.
Dart. Jackson dart.
Tell me that's not
It's catchy.
Yeah. You're working out. You listen to that. Great.
I think teenagers in the Netherlands are probably in the clubs, at one of those raves.
Yeah. Well, I think Tom Bauer listens to that when he goes to his mosh pit stuff. Yeah, he's a big mosh pit guy.
Nice.
Luis Heel?
Yeah, not on the roster.
Yeah, he's not going to pitch tonight because he's not on the roster.
Yeah, that would make it possible to
79
well, he pitched
pitches
Sunday. That's
on
why.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's odd to me.
It's a best of 3 though.
Yeah. You would think that you could have gotten.
Well, think about it. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, if you're going to bring him back on short rest just to have you available for Thursday, it does seem kind of odd to not have that extra arm and an arm that you trust.
Yeah, but if it's something that you desperately want to pitch, would you have him throw 80 pitches on Sunday?
They were playing for a division.
I
See,
guess.
that's the problem with going to the last game of the season, and that's also one of the reasons that baseball, with this format, not that they want to penalize you, but if you're playing in a wild card series, you are to be at a disadvantage.
You should be penalized.
You
should be at a disadvantage.
And if you survive the wild card, now the team you're playing, for instance, is going to be Toronto. They're sitting there with their feet up.
Yeah,
they can line up
and they're going to be fully rested
right.
for Saturday would be game 1. Now, all these teams will still have a day off, right? You'll have off Friday, but you should be penalized.
Absolutely.
Toronto and Seattle and Philadelphia and Milwaukee should get advantages over these other teams. They had better seasons.
Did you see what Philadelphia did the other day? Was it last night?
What'd they do?
They had an intra-squad scrimmage.
Really?
At the ballpark. Dude, they sold 29,000 tickets.
That's cool.
It's great.
That's really cool.
Brewers did a scrimmage too, but I don't think they sold tickets for it. But that's awesome.
And you know what would be even more awesome? And I don't know if they did this. It's Philly, so they probably don't.
Mm-hmm.
If that money went to charity.
Like Rocky's Kids or something like that?
I don't know. Is there a Rocky's Kids
I just
charity?
made it up.
Oh, yeah. No, I know about that.
Pretty good, right?
But if that money went to, kids with cancer or something, how cool would that be?
Rocky's Kids.
There's no Rocky's Kids charity.
I'm giving people an idea for disadvantaged
Why don't you launch
or
it?
sick.
Maybe the Marlins man has a Rocky's Kids charity. Maybe
he could read all the legalese as to how we get this thing off the ground.
Michael in Vegas. That's a hot spot to be in. Good morning, Michael. How you doing? Oh, this is unfortunate.
It's too hot in Vegas.
Hello.
Michael? Well, it didn't make sense when I saw this gentleman calling from Vegas because it's 3:50 in the morning. So it's Vegas. He's probably drunk.
That's Las Vegas, not like Vegas, New York, or someplace.
RJ, was that Las Vegas? Or is that like Vegas, North Carolina?
No, it was the one and only Vegas. He actually sounded coherent.
No, he was drunk.
I didn't think so, but he had a question that I think I don't know about a
What
lot.
was his question?
I don't know about a lot of people, but I think a portion of people are wondering, which is if the Yankees lose tonight, what are the odds that Aaron Boone is not retained?
I would say he's coming back.
I would say that also.
If they would have went down like dogs, like and lost in 2, especially with the questionable
But if they
decisions
lost
in
last
game
night,
1,
if
we'd
he
have a
gets the bunt
conversation.
down, right? Rafael
Right.
gets the bunt down, sack fly, 4-3, bullpen holds it, Yankees will score another run. Is that going down like dogs? Or is that losing a tightly contested?
No. That's contested.
Right.
That was nice.
So you're talking about Yankees lose 8-1 and they get embarrassed and people leave the stadium just cursing Aaron Boone for decisions and mistakes. Then I don't think he's not going anywhere.
No, he's not. I mean, we've been down this road.
I was talking to Carlin about it yesterday. The only way that Aaron Boone goes or Brian Cashman goes, if this is what you want if you're a Yankees fan, is to be awful. Yankees go 77 and 85.
RJ, what did I ask you before the show?
What did you ask me?
See, there you go. I've realized. I've realized
you have no idea what he's talking about.
My RJ time in the morning, like when we're the only 2 human beings up here, it means nothing to him.
Well, there's just also.
I don't think that's fair.
He's heartless and soulless when it comes to our relationship.
The thing I will say is if Rick turned to him at 6:51 on a given morning and said, "RJ, when we're talking about this, what did you think?" He would know.
Well, there's also. I was answering a phone. Jefferson was just in here. There's things happening.
Who's Jefferson?
The tall guy that came in during the break.
Oh.
That was a genuine question. What did you ask me? Because I heard the conversation.
It's not that you don't know what was
RJ
discussed. You don't know what his actual question was.
Because
just
I can't see RJ from where I got the monitors in the way.
No,
RJ, what did I ask you this morning about Aaron Boone in the Yankees situation? Remember before the show today about like a potential outcome of this series. As a fan, remember what I asked you? He's still befuddled.
Yeah, now I'm still befuddled.
Like I said, I have that.
So
I have that.
Now you
now
just
it's
have no
fair.
idea. Great.
This
All right,
might
good.
surprise you. This might surprise you. That happens a lot. I have that impact on people that they have no idea what I'm talking about.
So
or,
is
or
it
if they
fair
pay
to think
attention
that the
to me.
conversations you have with people are irrelevant to those
Well,
people?
can I do an impression?
I think
and
I
I
think
love
you're going
RJ
to anyway,
for
but go ahead. Yeah.
This is how it is in the morning.
Uh-huh.
Like our backs are to each other. RJ's buried in his
Like
work
a
in his
duel?
desk or whatever. No, it's not like the Wild Wild West and then turn on 5 and shoot. No,
Right.
it's not like that. But RJ's like locked into his computer, so I'm talking to RJ, and RJ's got the big cans on, like on his the big ones.
And when you say big cans,
right? So it's like
you mean headphones, yeah.
like so like the giant headphones, and then he may have like one ear kind of like this or whatever, but he's
Peeking.
like hitting the space bar and hitting all the keys, like listening to all the sound. And I'm asking him a question. He's like, yeah. No, I don't think so. So, I mean, whatever we said, it didn't register.
Well, you know what? For you to feel like that ordinarily, I'd say no. RJ can multitask, and he's a great listener, and he's paying close attention to
So
you.
we have proof.
I think
So
this
here's
is
what
not
I'm going to do moving
not
forward.
a great look, yeah.
Because now it's an admission of guilt, and I feel like it's an intrusion. I think moving forward, and RJ, don't take offense to this, but I think that this, for the sake of the relationship, this has to happen. I don't think we're going to interact in the morning.
Oh, no.
Well, no,
I'm going to go to the quiet room and just hang out there.
I don't think
I didn't know there was a quiet room till
There is a
yesterday.
quiet room,
Yeah,
yeah.
oh, I know.
I don't take offense to it. I don't think it's crazy because Rick used to because you get here actually earlier than Rick does.
What time do you get here in the morning?
Can I tell you something? Do you
Yeah.
know what
Like
time I parked
5:05.
today? Do you know what time I parked today?
No.
4:58. How insane is that?
What is wrong
We had
with
a lot
you?
of people off today.
Well,
the holiday.
And here's the thing, and I don't.
There's nobody on the road.
As opposed to all the traffic normally at 4:15 in the morning.
Because
sometimes I get here at 5:04. You know.
I don't have enough time carved out where I can't also be accomplishing what I need to get done.
Do you know what I think you should do? And this is sincere. As a friend giving you a piece of advice.
What's that?
Dan, listen, I can't talk now.
And I feel bad doing it because I've been in that situation.
No, but you are really
You're locked
working.
in. He's
You're
locked
locked in, and that's respectable. But for you to have this quasi phony conversation, like right, like
It's not phony. I just forgot what he asked.
No, it's quasi phony.
Yeah, quasi phony.
Well, I would say at that time it's just
I know.
Right, but you you don't have time for that conversation.
And that's why I apologize because you know what? It's been going on long enough, and I should have known because it used to happen at the old place, like when we were like the only people there, and I feel
so. At some
awful.
point now, this is on you. If you continue to approach him,
not at some point. It is all on me.
If you continue to approach
It's
him,
all me.
and he doesn't really have the time
It's all me.
to lend to you, Then
RJ, I'm
you
sorry.
need he's getting up. RJ's going to walk in apparently to your studio, and he's going to hug you because he feels badly in a very strange way.
I don't think we need to bow.
He just bowed to you. I got a really nasty email, by the way.
About you or me or both?
I need you guys to sign off before I read it. You guys want to hear it or no?
I don't know.
RJ, you want to hear it? Raymond, you want to hear it? You guys have to tell me.
No, I feel like I have to err on the side of caution.
You don't want it?
Yeah, you can read it. Who cares?
You want it?
Yeah.
Well, RJ, you break the tie. You want it or no?
Sure.
Dave, first time catching the show on YouTube. I never knew what you guys looked like. Who's the child in the background? Did someone bring their kid to work today? God.
See, I don't take that as offensive as it's meant to.
What are you talking about? You or me or RJ or Ray?
We're talking about RJ.
I don't take that as offensive as it's meant to.
RJ, why do you got to
I actually think
apologize
that's
to anybody?
awesome. If someone looked at me and thought that's a little boy,
right?
How good would that be?
I don't think you would react that way.
Well, I think it's more
Hope
so.
you enjoy paying full price for a movie.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's more so mocking my size and my looks. But either way.
So you look young? Oh, how awful.
RJ, why should anybody think about it? Why should you apologize for looking youthful as you advance in age?
I'm not apologizing.
No, nobody should.
I mean, you could pass for 25. You're 36. That's a blessing.
You yourself called this a nasty email 30 seconds ago.
No, it is nasty.
Well, it's meant to be nasty.
Right, it's meant to be
But I think when you
divisive.
really unpack it, it's not all that nasty. It's just it's meant to be nasty, but it's actually uplifting based on what you realize that he's trying to say and what it means.
I told you I ran into somebody that I very rarely see since college. Maybe at like a passerby wedding. Like we kind of hang in the same circles, but we ourselves weren't that
He
close.
goes to a lot of weddings.
He loves a wedding.
He's been to
It's on
more
the
weddings
circuit.
in the last 2 years I think I've been to in my life.
Only 2 this year. And next year, get this,
None.
on the docket right now, 0 scheduled.
You'll get.
I think the
that'll
last
change.
wedding I went to was his. And how
That'll
many years
change.
ago was that?
I don't think so. I mean, it's October.
I was at a wedding last year. So now I'm at the point my friends' kids are now starting to get married.
It's like, as sports fans, like guys that we grew up watching, their kids are now playing in major professional
exactly
sports.
that. Yeah, which totally freaks me out.
It's awful.
Every time, I mean, I can't even think of one right off the top of my head. But
Like
like
Jazz
you see-
Chisholm Jr. It's crazy.
Yeah, but I don't remember Jazz Chisholm Sr.
No, he played.
Jazz Chisholm Sr.?
Yeah, he had a cup of coffee.
Where?
Big leagues.
No.
Yeah,
No.
of course.
No.
He played for Springfield.
You're jackass. All right, let's take a break. Buster Olney, who is at these games on the field.
He'll tell you about Jazz Chisholm Sr.
Yeah,
He'll tell
great,
you all
great,
about him.
Great right-handed batter. Not on the field playing, of course, but Buster's on the field getting all the information.
D-backs and Marlins, by the way, Dave.
What?
Jazz Chisholm Sr.
There you go.
You knew there was a Jazz Chisholm Sr.?
Well, he's Jazz Chisholm
But you
Jr.
knew there was
It's
a
junior.
Major League
It's
Jazz
junior.
Chisholm Sr.?
No, that's junior. I'm being facetious with you. It's
We're
our
all
Jazz.
so funny here.
Make jokes so funny.
All right, let's break. DNR with
RJ,
you
I'm sorry
right
for talking
here.
to you in the morning.
I'm going to go to break here. ESPN New York.
Getting the right mattress helps you sleep at night. Getting the right price helps you sleep even better. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step fitting process to make sure your new bed fits you perfectly. The right fit, the right price, plus free delivery. It's what they do, only at PC Richard & Son. Free delivery on mattresses $199 and up. Excludes Manhattan. See stores for details.
All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. Should be a light day of traffic. I'm hopeful with the holiday. Here's Debbie Duhane.
Hi, Dave. Good morning, Dan. Hey, good luck to the Yanks tonight, and good luck if you're on the New Jersey Turnpike bumper-to-bumper northbound Easternsboro by 15X in Secaucus. A bus fire under control, but heavy traffic through that spot. 95 South exit 7 into Stamford, an accident. Alternate side suspended for Yom Kippur. Metered rules in effect. Sponsored by NYC Care Healthcare Access Program. NYC Care provides primary and preventative care, medications, mental health services, and more for New York City residents, regardless of your immigration status or ability to pay. Enroll or renew your membership today at nyccare.nyc or call 646-692-2273. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN New York.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
Record numbers of residents are getting quality, affordable health insurance through Get Covered New Jersey. If you recently had a major life event such as marriage, pregnancy, or insurance loss, you may be eligible to enroll now. All health plans include preventive care, prescriptions, emergency services, and more. 9 in 10 enrolling get financial help, and many pay $10 a month or less. Find out if you qualify at getcovered.nj.gov. That's getcovered.nj.gov.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Okay, girls, ready to go?
Yeah! Mom, I'm hungry. Can I have a snack? Me too, Mommy.
You want a snack?
Yeah.
Got it?
Children learn from our behaviors.
Mommy, can you open this,
All right,
please?
hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay, here.
Thank you.
They learn what is okay from the adults they see.
Mommy, are you on your phone?
If you're a distracted driver, chances are they will be too. What kind of driver are you raising? Funded by the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you... Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow. Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service. Guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom school designs that let everyone know who you root for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing snacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN, 1 free year of Perplexity Pro, and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A.
Put in the box. This is your radio home for New York Mets baseball. 880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
The 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ball in the air, right field. Going back is Judge. Still going back. Onto the track. Makes the catch. Halfway onto the track. And the Yankees even this series.
What a game. Able to hang on, but what a game.
The little nuanced plays that the Yankees didn't make in game 1, they made in game 2, and for that, we'll have a game 3.
It took everybody. I think it literally took everything. We lost the first game, but boys in here ready to go. We're ready to go.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. You know what's a treat? I mean, it's the baseball playoffs. Football's in full form. But when we talked to Buster Olney on Tuesday, Dan, I find that exciting.
It's hard to sleep the night before.
We talked to him Tuesday, Wednesday, and now Thursday. The great Buster Olney. Good morning, Buster. How are you?
I'm doing great. What's happening? Yeah, and man,
This is one of those days where you don't even need coffee. Like, you're ready to go because the idea of a winner-take-all game between the Red Sox and the Yankees in October, hard to beat that.
It was honestly, not only is it like going 3 games, like this is a game 7 tonight in essence, it's good baseball. Like, it's exciting. For the most part, it's well played.
Phenomenal.
Well, yeah, right? But what I felt like, and correct me if you think I'm wrong, and I want to ask you the question, Game 1, I felt like the Red Sox made all the little nuanced plays, right? They took second base on the base hit, then went to Judge. They was tagged up from first to second. Like, every little thing happened. They created and they did well. I felt last night that was the Yankees that were doing those things, not scoring on that play that was up the middle, Chisholm throwing to first base, Rice gets by him, the runner doesn't score. Like, the little things, dropping the ball in left field, the little things, the base running, the moments, Chisholm's play on the play that they didn't score, I felt like was plus for the Yankees last night, and I don't think it's a coincidence. Red Sox win Game 1, Yankees win Game 2.
Right, and in Game 2, I mean, this is happening for the Red Sox at a time when Alex Cora clearly was trying to end the series. Like, he felt like that his best opportunity to go after the Yankees jugular was last night, which is why, he pulls Bayo so early. He winds up pitching, Garrett Whitlock, his second-best reliever for 47 pitches. I mean, he went for it last night. And at the end of the night, I'm sure he's back in his office going, okay, well, that didn't work out. And now we got to try to figure out how to piece together some pitching to beat this, obviously more powerful and more experienced Yankees lineup.
Obviously, you're going with some inexperience tonight, both of these teams. And early, you don't know what to expect. And even Cam Schlittler, Buster, in his first postseason start, you don't know how things are going to go ultimately. But if you're Aaron Boone, when you look at the fact that, all right, Early might be out of this game in a hurry if Cora deploys the bullpen, which we kind of expect him to do, are you not tinkering at all with this lineup because it worked for you last night? You're rolling the lefties out there regardless again?
Yeah, and it's a great question. And, it's interesting. Last night we were talking with Alex Cora before the game, and he talked about bringing in left-handed relievers and, how that would impact the choices that Booney would make. And he was like, he's not taking out those lefties. He's referring to Chisholm and Ben Rice and those guys for anybody other than Garrett Crochet. Like, that lineup he sent out for Garrett Crochet was very specific, to match up against the guy who's so dominant. Now, when you're talking about Early, he's not Randy Johnson. He's not Garrett Crochet. He throws 92 to 93. I think he's going to wind up going with Booney's going to wind up starting his best lineup, which is Ben Rice, Jazz Chisholm, his left-handed hitting lineup, and the whole night tonight, Alex Cora is going to be managing to mitigate this. And one of the interesting things, and you mentioned Connolly Early and sort of being a young guy. I mean, this is his 5th start in the big leagues. He's got 19 innings. He was a year old when Aaron Boone hit that walk-off home run in 2003. He was 2 during the comeback in 2004. Everything you hear about him is that he's very under control. He's got a great mound presence. He pitched at the University of Virginia. But this is Yankee Stadium, and you just don't know how he's going to react. And you also don't know, and we've seen the Yankees do this repeatedly, how quickly will they be able to determine, maybe some pitch tipping that he's doing. And you got some of the Yankee players waving at each other from second base to give him a heads up as to what's coming. He's a young guy, and it'll be fascinating to see how he handles it and how the Yankees handle a pitcher they've never seen before.
It's interesting. We talk about it. I feel the same way, right? Early's on the mound, and what I think this is his 5th start in the major leagues, and he's 23 years old, and it's all this concern about what he's going to be able to do. And on the flip side, you have a guy that doesn't have a ton of starts either and is also a rookie, and this is a massive moment for him. But for some reason, it's like, how is the Red Sox pitcher going to be able to handle this moment? Do we have any concerns, or we just assume that Schlittler's going to be fine tonight?
No, I think you absolutely have concerns because of the inexperience. And look, everything that you hear about Schlittler is that he is made for this moment, that he has that, he's always been known as sort of this blue-collar guy who, is under control. He handles things well, but this is the playoffs. This is Game 3. He's pitching against the team he rooted for growing up in Walpole, Massachusetts. Will he handle that moment? Will he handle that extra adrenaline? I've been, and people around baseball have been so impressed with Schlittler and and how he's worked. And he, like every rookie, has had moments where you're like, he's got to try to figure out how to get ahead of it. And, there's no question that on paper, logic suggests that the Yankees have an advantage going into this game. However, once you get into late innings, Aaron Boone is going to have to lean on a bullpen where Fernando Cruz has pitched 2 days in a row, and Devin Williams has pitched 2 days in a row, and Bednar has pitched 2 days in a row. It is a real wild card when we get into the late innings, with both teams. So it's part of what makes this game so fascinating.
You talk about those late innings in the bullpen, and you got to figure that that's going to feature prominently into this game here tonight, Buster, one way or the other. Weaver is someone we know that has struggled mightily for the last month or so. I mean, as a matter of fact, he's had, a 9.5 ERA in the month of September. He had that slip up in game number 1. Deep down, Aaron Boone still view Luke Weaver as being someone in that circle of trust if this is a tight baseball game tonight in the late innings?
Yeah, I think that the fact that he used him in the spot that he did in game 1 tells you that trust is still there, because he remembers Weaver from last year and at times when he's been so effective. But I do wonder if this is going to be a case where he's going to have someone warming up and he's going to be ready to move quickly. The fact is that tonight, if Schlittler doesn't take the Yankees deep into this game, they're going to need to trust him, especially with the 3 key relievers all having worked on back-to-back days. They're going to need Luke Weaver at some point tonight. It does feel like one of those games where, and we've seen in this great history between the Yankees and the Red Sox, heroes emerging, whether it's Bucky Dent or Dave Roberts. Heroes will emerge in this game tonight. There will be stories written, narratives constructed, beers bought for whoever comes out of tonight's game, because there's a cast of unknowns on both sides when it comes to October.
Buster Olney with us here. I mean, he's at every game. He's on the field, has a post-game chat with Jazz Chisholm last night. Buster, I mean, game 1, it's Crochet, and we know how great he is. Game 2, the Sox bullpen was excellent. I just feel like the Yankees could use a night where the offense carries it, right? Like, put up 6 runs, take this game over early, because the longer this game is close, to me, that's kind of advantage Red Sox here.
I don't know if it's advantage Red Sox, but I do think the longer that it goes on, I agree with you. I think the Yankees, best case scenario is they put up a crooked number early in the game and then they can ride out and take a little bit of a deep breath, because the Red Sox are really good in close games. That it feels like that's the sort of game that they play, that they're better at. They're better suited in doing little things. And you're right, last night they didn't do it. I didn't get a chance after the game to ask Kyle Hudson, the third base coach, why didn't you send the runner?
I can't believe that.
On that play.
I can't believe that. But is that on the third base coach or is that on the runner? Just like
it's on the third base
going.
coach. It's absolutely on the third base. He was, when you see the replay, third base coach is pointing at third base, stay there. And I have seen in my time covering baseball so many times when a ball's hit up the middle, Jazz, dives for the ball, you at the very least are going to make the defense make a play. And then you factor in, look, we heard from the Red Sox folks how before the series they talked about Aaron Judge's throwing arm and how, they were going to look to take advantage of that. Ben Rice is a novice first baseman. He handled that play like a novice first baseman who sort of does an all-or-nothing swipe on the throw from Jazz Chisholm as opposed to knocking the ball down. Knowing that, you got to send him, especially with 2 outs. And it was a surprise to me. Like my position, I'm at the end of the Red Sox dugout during the course of the game, and I was just shocked. Like, of course he's going to score. Of course he's not going to stop going around third base. But he did. The third base coach told him to stop, and as you guys saw in the reaction, the replay, the Red Sox first base coach was losing his mind. Like, he was just stunned that the runner wasn't sent in that situation. You can tell that from the reaction in the moment.
Make the other team make a throw, make a play. You never know what's going to happen in that
100%.
situation. That's the rule of thumb, and, the Red Sox kind of got caught napping with that situation. They did use 6 relievers last night because Cora had the early hook with Bayo. Whitlock, one of them. And, look, Whitlock has been sensational. He had not allowed a run since the middle of August, for crying out loud. 47 pitches, though. Do you think with all hands on deck tonight, if needed, Cora will go back to him tonight despite the heavy usage last night?
Typically, a 47-pitch outing like that, bangs the guy for 2 days. That usually is what happens. But as Alex said, during the game or after the game last night, he said, "Hey, these are the playoffs. This is October. This is different." He was talking about his decision to take Bayo out of the game so early. I don't think he would use him for an extended period of time. If Garrett Whitlock comes in today and said, "Look, I can give you a batter. If there are 2 outs, 2 guys on base, Aaron Judge coming to the plate, do I think that maybe Whitlock could give him a batter? Maybe. That would be the sort of scenario, but I don't see him counting on Whitlock for, an inning. It's more of, being a guy who's going to come in and clean up some damage and to try to keep the game close. I mean, and a general rule of thumb, and we certainly have learned this in the first 2 games, when Alex manages tonight, it's going to be all about using left-handers and trying to mitigate that Yankees advantage with those great left-handed hitters that they have.
I felt like Game 1 was even more emphatically obvious what the Yankees didn't do. I mean, last night, Jazz and Ben Rice were integral parts. You think the Yankees look at that Game 1 and say to themselves now, yeah, that was a mistake, or look back and say we would do it all over again?
I don't think he regretted it. And I'm talking about Aaron Boone,
right.
In terms of choices that he made. And look, he had his reaction when we talked to Booney before the game. He said the same thing to us that he said to the other reporters, which is, hey, I get it. Like Jazz, it doesn't bother him. He's got a really good relationship with Jazz. Jazz talked about it after the game last night. But beyond that, I think, what we saw in Game 1 was all about the dominance of Garrett Crochet. And we're not going to see Garrett Crochet anymore in this playoffs. We're going to see, a guy in early who throws 92, 93, and we're going to see Kyle Harrison, who's not dominant in the way that he is. So I would not be surprised if, the Yankees found themselves in a situation where if they, faced an overpowering left-hander, sure, Aaron Boone would consider doing that. But I don't see anybody else like that left in the playoff field. Garrett Crochet he's just a different case.
Who are the Blue Jays rooting for tonight, you think?
They are rooting for both managers to lose their minds and to have to dig deep into the bullpens. I mean, this series is playing out exactly, if you're the Blue Jays, the way you want it to, where there's total pitching chaos. In all likelihood, these key Yankee relievers are going to go 3 straight days, 2 days in advance. Yes, they have an off day on Friday, but the Yankees, you would assume that, Luis Gil is probably going to go in Game 1 and Max Fried in Game 2. And on the Red Sox side, they're going to have to sort of sort through the rubble of what they have. Maybe Bayo, who only threw 24 pitches last night, maybe he's the guy that goes in Game 1 and then they turn to Garrett Crochet in Game 2. The fact is that the Blue Jays, this is all stuff that's benefiting for them, not something that the Red Sox or Yankees couldn't overcome, but a big help for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, Blue Jays are winning without even playing. So you talked about the Yankees relievers going 3 days in a row. We've had you now 3 days in a row. Will we be making it 4 days in a row tomorrow morning, Buster?
We'll absolutely.
Nice.
We'll figure out a time. This is so much fun.
I love it. All right. Thanks, Buster. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Enjoy the game tonight. Should be a good one.
That sounds great. Take care, guys.
Thanks, Buster.
That, of course, is the great Buster Olney. He's such a nice guy.
Baseball and Buster.
Yeah, baseball and Buster. Yeah. So Tim Hasselbeck, 8:30. More your Yankees calls. A little NFL as well. I'll get into the Jets with you a little bit. I haven't spoken to you. I mean,
whose fault is that?
I was thinking about texting you a few times during the Open, and it just got away, and I wasn't a great
the Open
friend.
Of the show?
No, you're sitting next to me during the Open of the show. I could have just looked at you and talked to you. The U.S. Open, the tennis.
The American tennis tournament.
That's right.
Yeah.
I went this
in
year.
America.
I went this year. It was wonderful. Great. I had a great time.
Love it. Nothing like it. No better way to end the summer.
It's great.
Spend a lot of money in Flushing, Queens.
See, I didn't spend a lot of money. You got hosed at that.
Well, I didn't get hosed.
I mean,
I got pickpocketed. I willingly
you spent a lot of hard-earned money, though. A lot.
It was
a lot.
It was.
Did you hear?
There was a hole in the wallet that day.
Let's break. We'll come back. I got to say something about yesterday that happened on the show, and we'll get more into the Yankees.
Love it.
Because there's a lot of stuff to do. Huge game tonight. New York is built for these games. They are. We are. Like, why are you laughing?
No, it's like New York's built for
we
these
are.
games.
We are. Like, we are a big moment town. Game 7s, Game 5s, Game 3s. Like,
I don't want to be gloom and doom,
Oh,
but like, think about the ramifications. If the Yankees don't win tonight,
disaster.
What do you got left? What do we got left?
Well, the Knicks start in 2 weeks.
What are we breaking down, game 3 of an 82 Knicks season? You know what I'm saying? Well,
at some point, we're going to have to turn our attention to the other stuff.
The
the Giants have won 1 in a row.
There you go.
All right?
And you should win this week. You might win 2 in a row.
Do you see what the spread has done there?
No, what is it?
Giants open up 2-point favorites. Saints are now -2. 4-point swing. When do you ever see a 4-point swing?
Why?
Ever. Huh?
Why?
That's what I'm asking. It makes no sense. I mean, if you're RJ here, you're powering on the Saints, betting everything you have on the New Orleans Saints.
I mean, they're calling me.
But this was one of the games that we looked at before the season that the Giants should win.
Like
this was the layup, and then they get back to playing like real teams after.
Realistically, could win.
Could win.
You think the Saints aren't looking at this game saying, we can beat the Giants? The Saints are not as bad as their record indicates.
Their quarterback play is maybe the worst in the NFL.
They have some talent at the skill positions, though. Kamara's still good.
But last time
Miller's
I checked,
pretty good.
Quarterback, and their quarterback room might be 32 right now.
Okay. They might be the worst team in football, but I don't. This is certainly not a layup for the Giants. We'll get to that as well. A lot to do. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code USA to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code USA to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code USA.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text AREA to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on October 2nd, 1993, when the University of California faced a 30-0 halftime deficit to Oregon. Cal went on a remarkable 42-11 run in the second half to capture a 42-41 victory, one of the largest comebacks in college football history.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
Your fantasy roster is set. The Smack Talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
All right, DNR with you. 880 ESPN, ESPN New York, of course. Dear Dave, email rolls in. Dear Dave, my 4-year-old daughter literally just told me this morning one of her friends, a Cowboys fan, and she said, ew, Cowboys only.
Wait, the 4-year-old daughter's friends or the writer of the email's friends? That's what I'm saying. Like, how does a 4-year-old...
Dear Dave, my 4-year-old daughter literally just told me this morning one of her friends is a Cowboys fan.
See, you're 4.
And said, and she said, ew, Cowboys, only the Giants are good. So that's good parenting. I think I'm raising a kid.
So a 4-year-old is a Cowboy fan.
Another child is a Cowboys fan. His daughter roots for the Giants and was disgusted at the Cowboys fan.
I don't care whose child it is, but you're telling me a 4-year-old knows what fan of a team they are?
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew it at 4.
I didn't even know what football was when I was 4.
Ray, were you a sports fan at 4?
No, nothing like what I would be at like
First Super
7,
Bowl
8,
I remember
9.
I was either 5 or 6.
First Super Bowl I remember watching was Steelers-Rams. I was 6, but I was already a Giants fan.
Vince Ferragamo.
That's right.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Rams played well in that game.
They did. 31-19, I believe, was the final score.
And that was the last one of that Steeler dynasty, the one that they won.
That's right. That's right.
4 for 4.
And then they took a little time off from winning.
A little hiatus.
All right, so let's unpack a little bit about what Buster had to say. And then this is interesting. RJ walks in, and he goes, you kind of crushed me for not listening to you, and he did that whole bit, but did you ever actually say...
Well, he didn't say crushed. He just came in, he's like, by the way, so did we ever resolve...
Did we ever resolve what that thing was? And my thought, no, we never did we?
No.
We never did.
We never did.
So you made this whole story, this whole thing. Right. RJ, I'm talking to you, and you didn't say anything. You didn't respond. You didn't know. You don't remember what's going on. You didn't tell anybody what the story is.
And I was going to tell RJ during the break, and then you come in and you're like, no. Save it for the air.
Save it for the air. Because I think it could be good content.
It really isn't, though.
I think it could be. He has no recollection.
I think the better content would be what I told you during the break, but we're not going there.
I think you should.
No, we're not going there.
RJ, do you feel like this is something you should have remembered, or do you think Dan needs to be better and not come talking to you about stuff?
I've learned my lesson. RJ, and I love you to death. It doesn't affect our relationship, but in the morning, if I give you the cold shoulder, if it's the winter, I'll be cold. But it's because I know you're really ensconced in your work.
Well, I had to go through this with Rick. Rick yelled at me one day at the very early stages of doing the show with you guys. Wait, why don't you talk to me?
Rick did that to you?
No.
He's such a prima donna.
Oh, no.
No, Rick
He's
did.
listening. He's going to write nasty things about you.
You really think I care?
What? No, but he would agree. Because he wants the conversation, and I said I can only give so much, unfortunately. I'm just not a good conversationalist.
You're working.
Yeah, but I understand, though, because you want to bounce ideas off, and I can only...
But you got Raymond.
Yeah, when Ray came in, then they started...
Ray wasn't here yet.
Oh.
Ray wasn't here yet.
Well,
so you showed up late is what we're saying.
No.
I didn't show up late. I just show up obnoxiously early.
Dan gets here so early that usually that's time I kind of have carved out.
What time do you get here?
Anywhere between 4:20 and 4:35.
I leave my house at like 4:35-ish.
You leave your house 4:35 and you were parked at 4:58?
I flew today. And I wasn't driving like 85. It was just I hit like every light was good. There was no traffic. It was like...
So I have a pace to my day. At that time when he gets in at 5:05,
right.
That's when I'm cutting sound.
And there's no waste of time. Like you are, like minute here, 2 minutes here, got 4 minutes for this. Like, yeah. So you can't blame RJ for not remembering what it was that you said.
What I will say is if Dan was with us every day, and I should have known this because I know Dan's schedule because he was with us enough during the summer, I would actually change my schedule to be.
No, you shouldn't have to. And here's the thing. I think it's very obvious.
I don't even want you to do that.
Dan is needy.
No,
Dan is very needy.
No,
and he
I won't
needs.
stand
No, that's not true at all.
Very needy.
He's prepping.
What?
He's prepping.
I was eating my breakfast this morning.
And he had a nice bagel.
He's socializing.
I was surfing the internet.
Was it? Were you prepping or were you socializing?
Oh, it was social.
Right. He was socializing.
Because I haven't seen RJ in 6 weeks.
Exactly. So he's needy. He's socializing. You're not in a socializing way because you're knee deep in work.
And I've been in RJ's shoes a lot where I'm working and then somebody's going to sit there and talk my ear off like, oh, I don't know, every Sunday at the Meadowlands. But that's another story for another time. But but the thing about RJ is that he answered the question. Like we had a
dialogue. But has no recollection of
this.
this.
But he has no dialogue.
Well, I think that's a separate issue.
All right. So let's get to it. What was the question? And let's see, RJ, I need you to pay attention here.
RJ, stop me if you have a memory.
When he brings this up, if you're, oh, that's right.
Yeah. Give me one of those.
That's
Give me one of those.
All right.
Here we go.
So remember I asked you as a fan yesterday.
You take it over when you know it, RJ.
Game 2, given how Game 1 went, If you are the Yankee fan that ultimately would like to see change in the
yes.
You remember this now?
Yes. So are you rooting for the Yankees to lose so there would be change?
Yes.
And I said
but they're not going to make change.
Well, I answered, so I do remember this now. So, and I don't think Dan's needy, by the way. I think he's just
I understand. We walk on eggshells around here. It's fine. It's great.
Well,
Dan's needy, and you don't pay attention.
No, I'll be the
you
first
should have
to
heard me
admit,
got crushed. I got crushed yesterday.
I think I'm more needy at home than I am here.
Really?
Well, absolutely.
The way
Out in the wild, I'm my own person.
The way I answered, though, was I said, no, because I'm not willing to waste postseason opportunities.
But here's the thing.
There won't be.
There's not going to. If the Yankees lose 9-1 tonight, they're not making change.
No, but like there was a lot of criticism after Game 1. You agree, right?
Yes.
So kind of all. I don't remember, RJ, if I said this to you this morning.
And RJ probably doesn't remember either.
I don't remember either. So whatever. But like, let's say if Game 2 they lose, but it was again another game where you really could just hammer the manager and hammer the decision making. So. Would that possibly build up?
I think their regular season was too good. They won 94 games. They tied for the best record in the American League. I mean, this is my opinion. I don't know that this is accurate or not. And the fans are in the seats.
I got another question for you.
Okay.
Because I asked this to RJ too, and we talked about this, but RJ, I'm not holding your feet to the fire with this one. This is completely different. This new format, it's not one wild card game only. It is still a series. It's a best of 3.
Right.
Is there any part of you that looks at it as you have to get past this round to feel like you made the playoffs?
Made the playoffs? No, I feel like this is the playoffs. I feel like for the Yankees to look at the Yankees need to win this game
like Cincinnati
tonight.
went out so quietly, and they backed into the playoffs anyway.
But I still look at this as the playoffs. If the Yankees don't win tonight, I look at the same with the Mets, even bigger so. I think this season is a failure.
Because when it was one game, like when the Mets lost the wild card game in 2016, it didn't even feel like they made the playoffs because you were
the
done.
One game wild card. I felt similar.
Because I think you agree with me too.
To you with that,
with the NCAA tournament, the playing games in Dayton, you have to make it out of Dayton for me to feel like you made the tournament. Like you have to get to the round of 64.
Because that's before the actual tournament. This is, I mean, it's 3 days. There's most of the teams are involved in this. I look at this as the postseason. But do you agree, disagree with this? Yankees lose tonight. Massive failure of a season. Massive.
It's a failure.
You get bounced in the wild card round?
Yeah, it's a failure.
At home?
Now look.
Against a team you're clearly more talented than?
But here's the thing, though. You could be in the wild card round as a division champion. Yankees weren't even a division champion.
No.
Right? So, I mean, like that, to me, like if you won a division and you got bounced in the wild card round, then that would be a little bit more tough to stomach. But even though you had the same record as the Blue Jays, you still didn't win the division. And it's not like the Red Sox are chopped liver. They're a good team.
I don't think they're bad, but I mean, listen, their best offensive player
to the Reds. Let's
is not
put it
there.
that way.
Sure,
you know what I'm saying?
They're not a joke of a team, and they have arguably the best pitcher, second best pitcher in all of baseball, who gave you fits in Game 1. That being said, this Yankees team is better than the Red Sox team. They are. They're just a better team. So they beat you up in the regular season, right? They did.
Correct.
And if they now take 2 out of 3 from you in your home stadium with Connolly early on the mound tonight, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Connolly early might pitch like 5 outs tonight.
Okay, he might. Raymond, agree, disagree. Yankees lose tonight. Failure of a season.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, massive failure.
But also, I mean, all right, fine. But the format too, best 2 out of 3, crapshoot. Right?
Which is what they want you to say, by the way.
Fair. You know,
what's that?
That's what they want you to say.
Dodgers had no trouble, right?
Because the Reds are a joke.
Oh, okay. Well, Dodgers had no trouble. Really good teams take care of business.
Well, the Dodgers are the defending champions, too.
I understand that.
And
but the Yankees are the defending American League champions. I think the Yankees are chopped liver. Listen, you look at these teams in the American League right now, I think the Yankees are the best team. I think the Yankees should, not that they will, should go to the World Series. No?
Should is a strong word.
Okay, I think they're the most...
I mean, the expectations are there
I
every
think the
year
Yankees are the most talented team. You got frontline starting pitching, right? I mean, Fried is an ace. Rodon is very good. Your bullpen has not been great, certainly, but should be decent. I mean, Bednar is good.
They're right. Yeah, pound for pound, they're probably the
you
most
got the best
talented team in the American
I hear every day you have the best player in the world in baseball, which you do. So, I mean, Bellinger's excellent.
It's either, to me, the 2 most talented teams in the American League are them and Seattle.
You think more than Toronto?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't trust Seattle at all.
No, Seattle's pitching is legit.
It is.
And think about all the moves they made offensively.
I don't trust.
They won a division.
Mariners.
I mean, they came back and won it, so they at least did what they were supposed to.
They were wild.
Won a division.
They were brutal, and then they were great.
Yeah.
And the Astros were great, and then they were brutal, and it just
collapsed.
all coincided, completely collapsed. Are we taking a break here? Is that where we are?
I think we have
portion
to,
of the
right?
show.
And then we do like the 1 hour.
Then we do
segment
the
or whatever.
long, yeah. All right. So people lining up. I want to get to some of these calls. Certainly 800-919-3776. I got to tell you about what happened yesterday. Yeah, it was really troubling.
Here or away from here?
I was mistreated.
Here?
Yes.
By who?
Everyone.
Like everybody here?
John, RJ, Rick. The only one that didn't mistreat me yesterday was Raymond.
Maybe because he knew he was going to the Yankee game.
Well, I don't know. I think he just might like me better.
Okay.
Let's break, come back. We'll unpack all of this.
Yeah.
I think you'll side with me. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Getting the right mattress helps you sleep at night. Getting the right price helps you sleep even better. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step fitting process to make sure your new bed fits you perfectly. The right fit, the right price, plus free delivery. It's what they do, only at PC Richard & Son. Free delivery on mattresses $199 and up. Excludes Manhattan. See stores for details.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Record numbers of residents are getting quality, affordable health insurance through Get Covered New Jersey. If you recently had a major life event such as marriage, pregnancy, or insurance loss, you may be eligible to enroll now. All health plans include preventive care, prescriptions, emergency services, and more. 9 in 10 enrolling get financial help, and many pay $10 a month or less. Find out if you qualify at getcovered.nj.gov. That's getcovered.nj.gov.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Caffeine doesn't have to be bitter or boring anymore. 5-Hour Energy shots are bringing the flavor and energy. One of my personal favorites, Strawberry Banana. It's giving smoothie vibes in a compact caffeinated shot. Whether you like your energy sour, fruity, or tropical, with 17 flavors, there's something for everyone. And yeah, it's got as much caffeine as a 12-ounce cup of coffee, but with 0 sugar and no crash. Big flavor, tiny bottle, tasty caffeine done right. You can grab yours in-store or hit up 5hourenergy.com or order on Amazon today.
Huge savings on Dell AI PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors are here, and they're newly designed to help you do more faster. They can generate code, edit images, multitask without lag, draft emails, summarize documents, create live translations, and even extend your battery life. That's the power of Dell AI with Intel Inside. Upgrade today by visiting Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. I mean, just because you're the guy, like one of us that you're always here, so I keep forgetting to say, but Dan Gross is in for Rick today. You're doing a really nice job, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Really nice job.
I apologize in advance.
For what?
Being here.
Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's when it's Tully time, Dan. Yankees host the Red Sox.
Try that Tullamore Dew stuff?
No, it's delicious.
Oh.
Goes down nice and smooth. Yankees host the Red Sox in a winner-take-all Game 3 tonight at the Stadium, a game you can hear on ESPN New York with first pitch at 8:08 p.m. And that's Game Time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Observations, did it happen in Florida, is coming your way, I don't know, 8, 10, 12 minutes somewhere in that range. So today, here's the setup. And we have 3 Game 3s today. And a team that lost Game 1 has never won the series.
Correct.
That will change today.
And before this year, if I'm not mistaken, since the new format, the only 2 that went the distance involved the Mets.
Yeah. So the Mets forced the Padres after losing Game 1, and then they won Game 2 at DeGrom, and then there was the Musgrove game. They lost in that Game 3. And what was the other one?
Last year.
Well, they came back. So they won Game 1.
Feels like an eternity ago, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
The Pete home run?
Yeah. So
3, 5, and 8 are the game times today. 3, 5, and 8.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought it was 1, 3, and 8.
No, they pushed the other 2 back as well. Yeah, which makes sense.
It does. Yeah. So 3 is Tigers, Guardians.
Correct.
5, Cubs, Padres. But listen to me now closely, please. Both of those games, 10:50 a.m.
Okay.
DHR will do a full show, 3 to 7, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Ty Butler. It's kind of an hour-long Yankees pregame.
Correct.
8 o'clock right here, 8:80, Yankees, Red Sox Game 3.
So at least those first 2 games, I'm just thinking about from a pitching, hitting standpoint, you're going to have shadows. You're getting some shadows. Definitely in the Cubs game.
Well, Cubs game, yes.
4 o'clock Central.
Right, 4 o'clock Central, definitively. 3 o'clock, I don't know. Maybe.
When you get to the late innings, you probably will.
Probably
Maybe midway through.
Probably so. So winner of the Cubs-Padres plays the Brewers.
The Brew Crew.
And the Dodgers are locked in to take on the Phillies. You think the Phillies wait, this unbelievable season, and now we have to take on the Dodgers in our first playoff round?
I mean, they have the edge, though, right? I mean, you got home field. You got the Dodgers. You're rested. You got the Dodgers coming to you.
I don't know the number. You think the Phillies are favored in the series?
I'm picking the Phillies to win.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Well, that would surprise me.
Yeah.
If they had Zach Wheeler, I could see it. Really? You think the Phillies are going to win the whole thing?
Christopher Sanchez is pretty good.
Very good. Tar's good, too.
Nola's pitching pretty well now.
I
don't trust him in a big spot, but still, I mean, they have enough.
The Dodgers are so good. They're so good. We'll see. Let's go to Tommy in Queens. He says, I'm being a homer. I'm not quite sure how. Yeah. Tommy, good morning. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, Dave? What's going on, guys? All right, Dave, I love you. I'm a big Yankees fan.
Okay.
I think your take that you just had was very garbage, and it was kind of homerish for the Mets.
I want to hear what take, because I don't even know what I said that was, jarring.
So, the Yankees, if they was to lose tonight's game, which they're not, it's a failure of a season.
Okay, couple things. Firstly, I agree with you. I think they're going to win. Yesterday I said I still think they're going to win the series. So if I would have told you before the season, Yankees don't win the division, and they bow out in the wild card round, you would not say that's a failure of a season.
No.
Okay.
And
all right, you know what I want to do? I want to keep you on the line. I'm not going to ask you, Dan, because you're a Mets fan. But apparently I have this take because I'm a Yankees fan. Raymond?
Because you're a Mets fan.
Failure of a season or no?
I told you before, failure of a season.
RJ, Yankees lose tonight. Failure of a season?
Yes.
Okay.
You can't be. Here's the other thing too. You can't be a Yankee fan, and then all the other times of the year when you want to get rid of Boone, when you want to get rid of Cashman, and you cite the fact that it's championship or bust always with the Yankees. Then how is this not considered a failure?
When you lose in the wild
if you got bounced in the first
so Tommy,
round?
I'm a homer because I'm a Mets fan, but 2 Yankees fans on the other side of the glass are saying this is a failure of the season. So now I'll give the floor back to you.
I think that's the problem. I think us as Yankee fans, our expectations is always like, because we're saying it's championship or bust. Like, that's the problem. Like, this is why some of the Yankee fans want to fire Boone or fire Cashman. It's like, yo, like, we make the playoffs every single year.
But is that the goal? Is
the
the goal? So the Yankees' expectation now, just get in, and then if you lose in the wild card, that's fine. I'm not comparing it to the Mets.
No.
The Mets had an epic, Tommy. The Mets had an all-time epic, embarrassing failure of a season. I completely concur with that. But how you could sit here and tell me if the Yankees lose while having home field advantage against a team they're clearly better than, going up against a pitcher that's made 4 career starts, that this would not be a failure of a season? You're insane.
I personally think that them having the shot to actually go through and win this, at least give themselves a shot in the playoffs, compared to a lot of teams that expectations was to make the playoffs. I think it's not a failure if they lose.
All right, I got another person now. Alan Hahn just sent me a text. Absolutely a failure. You're crazy. You're crazy to think if the Yankees lose tonight, this is not a failure of a season. It's a massive failure of a season.
To not make it out of the first round is a failure.
To make it out of a not even a real playoff series, that's the bar now?
I don't agree with that. I think this is a real playoff series. But, yeah, if you don't win a playoff series and that's a successful season, how is that possible?
And think about it, too. I mean, one of the teams that we all thought you, quote-unquote, fleeced in the offseason with one of the trades you made, Devin Williams and the Brewers,
right?
They ended up having the best freaking record in the league. And they're in the second round already. And
Which
they won
really
their
is
division.
one of the great anomalies in all of baseball.
It's an anomaly, but again, if you're Milwaukee now, like, okay, do something with it. That's been the thing with them even when Stearns was there. Like, they'd make the playoffs and have all these great regular seasons, but they never do anything in the playoffs.
Right, but apparently that's not a failure.
Right, because their payroll is minuscule, and the expectations.
I mean, when you're spending this kind of money, and I could hear a guy like that say, like, well, Garrett Cole's not here. Fine, nobody cares though. I mean, the Red Sox don't have Roman Anthony. Red Sox don't have who would be their Game 3 starter, right? Giolito can't go tonight. So,
right, I mean, think about it. So you're having to use an opener and a kid who's been in the big leagues for 5 minutes. It's a failure. You got to get out of the first round.
I don't even think it's just a failure. I think it's a massive failure.
Even with the best of 3 being a crapshoot, the format and everything, you still have to
win
find
this
a way.
game tonight.
I mean, like, I don't know if they're going to win, but for example, the Cleveland Guardians, who have no payroll, there were no expectations. They were left for dead. They were 15 games out of first place in the middle of the summer. 15 freaking games, Dave.
Yep.
They're 9 innings away from making it to the next round. And if you don't get there, you're going to say it's not a failure? Come on.
It is. Yeah. I mean, all I hear about is, so what do you want to do? Extend Boone if they lose tonight?
Well,
I mean,
that might happen anyway.
He did bring us to Game 3 of the wild card
Continuity is important.
round.
Continuity is important. You got to keep the band together. We want to see this thing through. It's important we all stick together.
If they would have lost last night, would it be a failure in that guy's mind?
Oh, my gosh.
Just getting in is a success. The Mets not getting in is a failure of epic proportions because there's no way a team that has that much money should ever not get in.
Right.
How in the world could somebody say and take me to task and say it's you being a Mets homer? I'm not a Mets homer. I'm a Mets fan, but I'm not a homer.
The Mets. Let's put it this way, okay? If there was only one wild card, which obviously makes it more difficult, and the Mets didn't make the playoffs this year, it would have been a massive failure.
Massive failure.
Given what the expectations were. The fact that there are 3 wild cards, and the fact that a team
and you
with
got
83
beat out by
wins,
a team that, quite frankly, sucks.
That backed into the playoffs, that played 500 ball the second half of the season and walked off the field in game 162 out of the playoffs.
Getting shut out by a team that scored in 2 innings of that entire 3-game series.
And needed help from the Marlins to get in, and you didn't get in. Like, that is a even more failure of epic proportions. So, yes, the Yankees not making it to the second round.
Mike Walsh emails in. We were in the World
How's he
Series.
doing, by the way?
I think he's
doing
great.
good?
Yeah, I think so. We were in the World Series last year. If we lose tonight, of course it's a failure of a season. That guy is crazy. So it's nice to see that at least the Yankee fan, for the most part, admits that if you don't win
and that's
tonight,
the other thing, too. Like, I think that's part of Tommy's argument was, as he said, because like, you're a Met fan. And that, influence your argument. But then, see, you can't have it both ways either. Remember, to the Yankee fan, the Mets are nothing. The Mets are a pimple on your rear end.
But
you know what I mean? So don't use the Mets into this.
They don't feel like that. They don't.
No, but they say it one day, and
yeah,
then they're
but
going
that's
to have
not how
their...
they feel. They say it to try to disarm you and make the Mets feel irrelevant.
Right.
But they don't feel like that. I would say most, not all, most Yankee fans hate the Mets. Hate them. And the Mets affect how they feel about things. I believe that to be true. Because I can't tell you how many people reached out, email, Twitter, laughing at the Mets after they lost that game 162. Laughing at them. So let's take this call, and then I'll tell you what happened to me yesterday on the show. Which
I need to hear this.
It's really troublesome. And then we have observations, and did it happen in Florida, and all that good stuff. Javier in Queens. Good morning, Javier. How are you?
What's up, fellas? Good morning. Glorious morning, boys. It is great to be with you and to have Dan in there with you today. What a great day. I had a great talk with RJ. I was at the game last night.
Uh-huh.
Incredible atmosphere. And I guess my takeaway from it was my surprise that Cora went to the bullpen so quickly, considering they have a bullpen game today. And that with the Yankees offense not yet kind of lighting up, right? Because I think they have a game in them where they can score close to 10 runs. I got to feel good about tomorrow. I wanted to report
What's tomorrow? You mean tonight?
I'm sorry, tonight. Yeah. It's tonight. Sorry, I'm still in.
I understand.
Mode. A little fraudulent. So I just want to report to you guys.
Uh-oh.
If that's okay. Ninth inning, right? Top of the ninth.
Mm-hmm.
Boston dad, Boston little son stands his little son on the trash can so he can watch, the comeback, that he thought was coming. After 2 sheepish outs, what does this man do to his child? Takes him off the trash can and starts walking out the door before the last pitch is even thrown. Typical no-heart Boston fan.
No, I don't look at it that way.
You know, Javier,
think
you
about
hate
it.
the Red Sox. I get it, but come on.
You see what some of those concourses look like when the game is ended? Everybody's trying to rush to make the train to get home. He doesn't want to have his little kid get trampled.
Do you think that no Yankees fans with 2 outs are not making their way to the exit so the second the game ends, they're gone?
A lot of people do, even if they're winning. They just
well, that's what I'm saying. Last night, you don't think the Yankees fans, it's all right, listen, here's the deal. How many times have you had this conversation? All right, get your jacket on. Get up. We're going to walk here. The second this is over, we're up or out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's you got to get a train, and then maybe once you get the train, then you got to get in your car and then drive home, and you might got to go to work in the morning.
Here's what that was. He hates the Red Sox, understandably so, and he wants to take any shot he can at nitpicking on the Red Sox, which is fine, which is fair.
All right, so tell me what happened yesterday.
So listen to this. So I'm sitting there doing the show yesterday, and I was really good yesterday, right? Really
good. The show was good.
I was really
good.
good. And Rick was fine. I was really good.
Okay.
Special.
You carried the show.
Yeah, I think so. Most days, yes, and specifically yesterday.
Right.
But John walks in. I don't know. We start talking about stuff. He goes, "Yeah, Monday, you were not very good." I said, "Not very good. What do you mean? You weren't very good on Monday. You had no energy. The show kind of slogged. You weren't very good." I said, "Excuse me?"
So this is 48 hours after.
48 hours after.
Normally, if you have a bad game, it's the 24-hour rule. You get it out of your system.
Here's my
48
thing, though.
hours?
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
If you are sensing, he goes, ask RJ. RJ thought the same thing. So RJ's like, yeah, you weren't very good Monday. And I'm like, Rick, did you think this? He goes, I thought you were okay, but yeah, I think it was special.
Yeah.
So if in real time you look and think, boy, he's not great today. He doesn't have the energy. He's not overly excited. He doesn't have the passion. Wouldn't you maybe think Dave, amp it up a notch and not wait till 48 hours later be like, yeah, Monday. What can I do on Wednesday about Monday, Dan? Tell me, what can I do?
Nothing.
Unless I get my DeLorean and go back in time, there's nothing I can do. But these guys think it's the right thing to do 48 hours after to come after me.
Here's why, again, it's even more egregious to do something like that.
Yeah.
Because they don't know. They're not in our shoes. They don't know what it's like. The fact that you would bring it up Wednesday, and I assume this happened during the show. Yes?
Yesterday.
With me. Stop reading your emails.
I got an email. I'm looking at it.
I don't give a rat's ass. Talk to me about
yes,
the show
John
yesterday.
walked in during the break yesterday.
Okay, so here's what John needs to know.
All right.
By saying this to you during the show Wednesday, it now affects the rest of the Wednesday show. Because it's
I
in the back
actually
of your
think
head.
in some ways this is his genius. Because I think yesterday's show, RJ, correct me if you think I'm wrong.
Like a motivational needle?
I think yesterday's show, after he poked the bear,
Yeah.
in some way even got better than it was going yesterday. RJ,
But that's dicey because I wouldn't look at it that way.
I don't know, you tell me, is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think that was the angle.
Because I went crazy. I went on a massive
On the air
rant.
or off the air?
On the air. I went crazy. I had, for some reason, I went after Peter, and I went after Don.
RJ, how'd you look at it? Is he even listening?
Probably not.
I'm listening. I also brought it up to you on Tuesday.
On Tuesday. Again, Tuesday, very difficult to go back to correct an issue on Monday.
There was no correcting. It was just reactionary. Because I was asked.
But why not on Monday say, like, hey, you know what? Bring it a little more now.
Because I think we all kind of thought it would get there on its own. At least that's what I thought.
And also, can I defend myself to you for a moment, Your Honor? Yeah. So they're like, the Giants won. You weren't ecstatic. Yeah, the Giants won. Jackson Dart, great. Very excited. Did your best player injure himself and go for the year?
You won the battle, lost the war.
So when do I get to see Malik Neighbors again?
Yeah.
How'd week 1 of 2026, right? How'd the Mets do on Sunday?
Yeah.
Was that good? So I had, Giants win, lose Neighbors, Mets, one of the most embarrassing collapses in the history of sport. Yes? Yeah. So I should be like, all right, great, let's go. Here we go.
Yeah. Yay.
Yay.
Bring out the pom-poms.
Go ahead, RJ. Go ahead, continue along.
Yay.
Listen, I think you're great.
No, you don't.
Of course I do.
You thought Monday sucked, and for some reason you wouldn't bring it to my attention on Monday. Why?
I did not think Monday. I did not think you stunk. I did not think you sucked. I thought what I said to John, which he brought to you, I thought as a whole, I thought we could have all been better. That was the exact terminology.
So do you think Rick was subpar on Monday?
I think we all were. And we all could have been better.
So then that's a yes.
I think we all could have been
better.
So
this is not Dave was subpar. The show, in your mind, was subpar.
But it comes back to you as our leader.
Why? I don't want to be a leader. I'm not a leader.
It's too bad.
No, just let me do my thing. Leave me alone.
I'm too great. You're too good.
That's the problem. Yeah, and that's what I surmise. They look at me as a leader. If I'm not great, now the whole show falls apart. I'm too great.
It starts to go south.
I'm too good.
Too good.
Too good.
The best ever.
I don't know about ever.
No, I think so.
You think?
Absolutely.
In the history?
100%.
The best.
Absolutely. Hanging on every word.
That's nice of you.
I do. That's what I try to do.
RJ?
Yes.
You better be great with everything you do now from now on. Because
I definitively will not be.
But I'm watching everything. And I'm telling you, if we go to 8 o'clock in the morning, like 2 hours into the show, and you feel that I am not good, can you please tell me?
I will do that. I'm not a mid-show tweaker.
But John is. John walks in there. Yeah, Monday, not very good.
So RJ piled on.
Well, John also kind of threw him under the bus as well.
He threw RJ under the bus? Why? How?
Because he's like, well, RJ also thought you sucked on Monday.
Oh.
Well,
yeah.
But to be fair, that came up Tuesday. You asked me about it. I gave you a direct answer.
You did. But why not tell me Monday? You're not doing well today. This is not your A game. Bring your A game.
But I told you, I'm not an in-show discussion person.
All right, that's fine.
John has a different motivational tactic.
He just texted.
Yeah, but RJ comes in very frequently to commiserate.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna go after you mid-show.
So John just texted me. You can now reset your mindset for next week. And yesterday's show turned after my puppet mastery. The problem is I'm too great.
You're too good.
That's the problem. I'm too good.
The puppet master. Just call him the puppet master.
All I do is give every ounce of everything I have, and this is the way I'm treated. Yeah, I kind of lost it at a certain point yesterday.
Kinda.
Right? Peter's traveling the world.
This is what happens.
Don goes driving to Jersey.
He lives in Jersey, though. Tough not to drive where you live.
During the show, Don left to go to a Devils game and left the show for an hour.
Well, it's not that he went because he wanted to watch the game, doesn't he? He now works for
Right,
the Devils.
but I'm here 4 hours every single day. Our show doesn't get shortened to a 3-hour.
Well, you do the show every single day.
Every day.
Right.
Every day. And yet Peter takes 11 weeks of paternity. Great. He's in Russia. He's in China. He's in Bangladesh. Wonderful. Don.
Well, you want to pick and choose and see how other
no,
cultures
it's great.
raise
He's
their
going to
kids.
Australia at some point soon. Don, during the show, up and leaves to drive to the Meadowlands. No, I guess not the Meadowlands.
I wish it was still the
Rock,
Meadowlands.
right? The
I
Rock.
wish
Is that
it
where
was
they
still
play?
the
The
Meadowlands.
Rock.
Yeah.
Which, listen, fine. I'm not judging him for it, but I'm just saying, like, I'm always here. So if I have a little blip where I'm not great, I don't think I should be crushed. But if that's the way we're going to play, that's the way we're going to play. This half the time, Raymond looks like there's a chance he's going to die during our show.
Here we go.
Have you ever seen what he looks like?
I think he looks fantastic.
No, he looks great today. Wait till the
He looks
Rangers and Knicks start.
fantastic, and he went to the game last night.
I know.
I didn't go to the game last night.
But the game was over early. Game was over 9 o'clock.
I still fell asleep on the couch before
Yeah,
the
you're
game
trying
was
to make
over.
me go to an 8 o'clock.
You
Can't
should.
do this. Can't do that.
I'll go halves with you.
I'm not going to do
Doesn't
it.
matter. He can't do that.
You should
He'd have
go.
to. He'd have to show up like right from the game to like come here.
No, he would not.
There
Game
would be a
ends
lot of
11. Game ends 11:12. You're home by midnight.
If I'm lucky.
If
Okay.
he's lucky.
And then he gets a good solid 4.5 hours sleep. Pops in here tomorrow. It's a Friday, and then he sleeps his face off this weekend.
I like how you almost like give the disclaimer. Well, it's Friday. It's like you don't have to give full effort on Friday.
Well, no, but you can see the finish line.
It's a Friday
It's like you're
show.
running
I'm
a
not
marathon.
actually
You can
diabetic.
wear
You're
your
running a
clothes on
marathon,
Friday.
and you're on mile 25.
Yeah.
Right? Like mile 9 and mile 25 are very different. You're listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York. RJ?
Hi.
RJ?
Hi.
There you are. How you doing?
Good.
Good. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
These
Extra tape on their knob, make their knob bigger.
are knobs.
What was your best sport in school?
By far, tennis.
Oh my God.
Shake
All right.
And this
Can you just put on that Rothenbum guy?
is Knobservations.
That has a nice ring to it. DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Oh, alrighty. So you led me here. You went after DHR yesterday. Really for no real reason.
No reason.
It was entertaining, though. But they caught wind of it. They played it. And they had a critique for you based off the Couchcast on Monday.
Fair.
I never saw anybody that was just I have to watch the Broncos and Bengals. Like we had to situate him. If you watch the Couchcast, you'll see at one point I changed seats because the seat I was in, I was able to look into our studio and see the other Monday night game.
Yeah, I want to keep an eye on it.
To the point where, dude, we're watching the Jet game, commenting on the Jet game. Why are you so concerned with Broncos-Bengals? Honestly, I love football, too. It wasn't that sexy a matchup. It wasn't involving one of your teams. Like, if the Giants are playing, I get it.
Don, Joe Burrow's not playing.
Joe Burrow's not playing. It's not a particularly exciting game. What was the final score? 21-3?
Yeah, it was never particularly good.
I don't know if he had money on the game or something.
I don't think he did. I think it was
needed,
just pure interest in psychosis.
But
I think he just looked at Jets Dolphins and thought, this is putrid. Give me something better.
Your thoughts?
Well, here's the thing. It was wrong of me to attack them while they were just standing on the side. Like, it's not like they attacked me and I was exacting revenge. What I did was inappropriate, and I apologize for that.
No, what happened exactly?
During my loss of, like, ability to, speak yesterday, I attacked Peter and I attacked Don.
No, I understand that. But no, like, what happened with the Couchcast? Like, what was your behavior?
Well, and this is the thing. I stand by this.
Mm-hmm.
So the Jets game was on the main TV.
Yeah.
But there was a second game on Monday night. I wanted to be able to watch it.
Yeah.
And they're
it was
like,
a horrible football game.
Well, the Jets game wasn't so good either.
No, but the Jets game was Super Bowl III compared to the Broncos
but
Bengals.
I wanted, and I was like, I want to watch it, but there was no TV to be able to watch it. So the seat that I took over, you could see into here, into the studio, right? I took the chair that you could then see the Broncos Bengals game,
right?
And I wanted to do that. So they're like, what kind of an animal loves football like this? Like, I love football.
Well,
I want to watch every game. I don't know why that's a knock on me.
Well, it doesn't surprise me based on what I found out earlier today when you said that, with the Mets season, playing the most important games you're ever going to play, like you still had the crummy Thursday night football game last week on the main TV over the Mets.
The main TV will always get football. Oh, tonight, main TV, Niners, Rams, side TV, Yankees, Red Sox.
Every game the Mets played last week was essentially Game 7 of the World Series, right? So, like last Thursday night, that game against the Cubs where Nolan McClain, at least for the first 4 or 5 innings, was mowing the Cubs down.
Yeah.
That took up every ounce of my attention, and I had
and that's not wrong.
Seahawks Cardinals on like a little iPad because I could care less.
That's fine. Now I'm blessed. I'll show you a photo, but it's really one of the most gorgeous setups you've ever seen in your life. Have you ever seen my setup at home?
Yeah, I think you showed it to me.
So you don't need to see it then?
I mean, you could show it to me. I don't care. I'll look at it again.
It's such a gorgeous setup. So even like a side TV is still a highly functional, beautiful television. Right?
So you,
look at that.
So you show side TV.
Yeah.
A lot of people are discreet. They don't like to show side TV.
No, I have no problem showing the side TV.
It's a good setup.
It's a nice setup,
And
right?
you have the little ottoman there underneath.
That's right.
You ever use it? Like
yeah, put my feet up on there.
Nice.
Oh, absolutely. So, I mean, RJ, how do you feel about that? That they attacked me for being interested in the Bengals-Broncos game?
Now, we've gone over this a bunch of
You
times.
say you weren't very interested in them.
Well,
But I can multitask at a very high level.
I will say that it you go back and forth about this. It feels like you attack them because they don't love football the way you do. And they look at you like a zoo animal.
I love football as much as anybody.
That was not a great
really
game.
and truly. But like, if the game stinks,
well, how would I know the game is going to stink?
Well, here's the thing. I'll give you an okay, so Monday we're doing our thing with the Jets. Okay, and then the game ended. You still had that Broncos-Bengals game. We had it on in the studio while we were ensconced in Jet postmortem. I could just tell in 2 seconds it was a terrible game, and I had no interest in even looking up again.
All right, Ray, you have to be on my side here. There's no way that you're not Team Rothenberg with this.
As it got deeper into the conversation, it's like now we're talking about Dave is watching for purely football reasons and that makes him a psycho. Like I think the psychosis was used there. It's like
it's bizarre.
I can't agree with that. Like I'm with you, but that game was more interesting.
Well,
the Jets game was a disaster.
Forget about more interesting or less interesting. It was a terrible game. Well, how would I know that?
Well, you have to address the obvious. Did you have money on the game? Have you relapsed?
No, I have not relapsed. I had no money on the game.
I was giving him the benefit of the doubt on that
did have something on the game, though.
Fantasy?
Yeah.
Because you had the Bengal.
I needed T. Higgins to not do certain things.
Oh, there you go. You had some incentive.
Yes. That's a big thing, too, because they don't play fantasy.
How is it seriously now?
I don't know. They don't want
How is it possible that every guy on a sports talk show, none of them plays fantasy football? I find that to be wild.
They're not into it, but when you do, it brings interest.
We got 2 people on this show that don't play fantasy.
And 2 that do.
Yeah.
And then when you're not here, 3 of the 4 do.
I would say my reasons for not playing fantasy football are completely different from their reasons for not playing fantasy
What are their
football.
reasons? I don't even know what their reasons are.
I don't want to get in their heads, but
you just said that you knew their reasons, no?
No, I don't know their reasons.
I don't want to get in their heads. I don't want to get in their pockets.
Purist.
You really are.
What he is. Purist. Yeah.
Why did you sing that?
Yeah. What was the? I like that. What was the backstory to that, Ray?
No, I feel like there was.
I think I might have pushed you into that.
You might have.
Sing it
because you're gifted.
Sing that you're a purist.
Yeah.
Sing it.
I think he's like, I'm a football purist. I was like, sing it.
Yeah.
Sing it.
Sing it now.
Tell us by song that you're a purist.
Sing it like a man.
Alrighty, so on to the sports of it all. So, Jazz Chisholm Jr. obviously helped the Yankees win last night. There'll be Game 3 tonight. You can hear it on ESPN New York. And Jazz was asked, though, he was facing forward last night, not facing his.
That's big of him.
Didn't look like he was going through a JCPenney's sale rack.
They still have JCPenney?
I think
there's a
so.
couple.
Still around.
Really?
They also have Sears, I think, still.
He had the
Really?
one.
No, I thought Sears
No,
is
Sears
gone.
is no longer?
Yeah, Sears is gone.
Oh,
Sears, I think, is kaput.
What were you had plans? You're going to go?
I really like Sears.
You can
got
buy.
something you need to return?
You can buy a toaster and get your tires rotated.
Oh, this is really jarring
totally
news.
gone.
I got to look this up.
So Jazz was asked,
done, man.
how'd you get over the Game 1 loss?
Played MLB The Show, and I mercy rule someone. That's how I get my stress off.
Which team did you play with last night in MLB The Show?
Oh.
And what was the score?
It's called the New York Aliens. It's my own personal made team. It got me, Ken Griffey Jr. on it, Jimmy Rollins. It's kind of a cheat code, but we're playing online, having fun, but it's a lot of fun. The score was 12-1.
He's having Jimmy Rollins.
The
right?
Aliens. Well, it's like Ken Griffey, one of the great players in the history of baseball.
Right.
And Jimmy Rollins, very
J-Roll.
good
J-Roll,
player.
great player.
had a good run.
No. Very good player. But I wouldn't say like cheat code. I have Jimmy Rollins on the team.
There's a lot of other shortstops you could pick ahead of him.
I think the
that'd
point
be
he's
cheat
making
code.
is kind of like a fantasy team.
Maybe it's me. I see Sears as a store that is still actively functional.
What part of the country?
That's like we're in
all the
Bend,
Sears
Oregon, where the
stores that I
last
remember
Blockbuster
are
was?
closed.
Maybe California.
Okay, so
but still,
there was one in New Brunswick. I remember that one's gone. There was one in Woodbridge. That one's gone.
But it looks like it's an appliance center. So I don't know.
They have like
Sears
a
had
Sears, like
appliance.
Sears Appliance, Sears Tires Center,
all right,
stuff like
so
that.
Sears is not done.
Like the
here
actual
it is.
store, if you're going to buy like a shirt, I think they're done.
So I can't buy jeans at a Sears, but I could get my tires rotated at a Sears.
You can't buy
All
the
right.
Straw Hat Pirates shirt that Jazz was wearing yesterday.
Well,
No, you
I don't know.
can't
Now
buy
look at
that.
another one. It says bed and bath savings, tools, sneakers, activewear, lawn and garden, furniture.
Maybe they still have an online component, but not a brick and mortar.
All right, I just wasn't ready for it to be
That's where the real
completely
money
dead.
is.
No, it's still around.
All right.
You have to go to
Bob's
California.
Is gone, right?
Bob's?
What's gone?
Bob's is long
Furniture?
gone.
Bob's furniture?
No, Bob's Furniture's
Not Bob's
gone?
Furniture, Bob's Stores.
What's Bob's Stores?
You don't know Bob's Stores?
I don't know Bob's
Who's
Stores.
Bob?
I know Bob's Outlet. That's furniture.
Bob's
I know
Furniture.
furniture.
No, there was like Bob's Stores. It was like clothing and like this for years.
No, I don't know.
Ray, they were very popular in Jersey.
I think I may remember.
I know the
something
Gap.
now.
I don't think it's
still
the.
Yeah.
I think it's just Gap.
What do you mean?
It's the Gap?
I
That was
thought
just Gap.
No.
Yeah, it's Gap.
Yeah.
It's just Gap?
It's not the Gap.
Founded as Bob's Surplus, it was back in the
I
day.
think
Bob's
it's the
stores.
Gap.
Actually, Bob's closed a year ago.
Done.
A year
Yeah.
ago.
They're done.
Oh, no.
See? It's jarring when you find these things out.
I mean, I didn't know it existed 30 seconds ago, but now I'm devastated.
I think you're right. I think it is just Gap.
It's like a hill. Oh, these things going under. It's terrible.
Cam Schlittler, I think you'll find this interesting, specifically Dave. I know you were perusing the postgame yesterday. This was actually the pregame. So before his...
How do you know I was perusing the postgame?
You mentioned during the break.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if you perused the pregame. He was asked, because he's from Boston, grew up diehard Red Sox fan. His entire family, big Boston fans. He was asked, has your family, in support of you, switched over to become Yankee fans? What do you think he said?
I think he said no.
Like, my family are still
My
Sox
family
fans.
is still Red Sox fans. I think if it's your family, the perfect thing that happens is he goes 7 shutout innings.
And they lose?
And they lose 1-0 in 10.
Well, so Ben Rice grew up as a Red Sox fan.
Oh, just to make it extra
Don't
painful.
you think this is like, if you're a Yankee fan, you're not worried about this? It could be like an inside job? Because your starting pitcher, Ben Rice, they grew up Red Sox fans.
Correct.
They're playing
Ben
the Red
Rice,
Sox.
Dartmouth.
Yeah.
Smart fella.
Is Rice behind the plate tonight?
I believe
He's going to be in the lineup.
Ben Rice, Jewish.
No. Benito Arroz is Dominican.
Benito Arroz, Dominican. Ben Rice, Jewish.
I enjoyed the start. It was late
Jim
in the
Rice
year.
wasn't.
Jim Rice, not Jewish.
The start late in the year when Max Fried was pitching to the battery was Fried to Rice, so it was fried rice, which I really liked.
That's always fun.
Jewish to Jewish.
There we go.
Yeah.
Cam Schlittler, here's his answer.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say so. Again, obviously growing up in Boston, I take pride in being from Boston. Again, when it came to, my career and where I want to be, this is where I want to be. So, they're full Yankee guys now. So, they don't wear it as much around in Boston just because, but when they're here, they're very prideful about it.
Yeah,
Wait a sec. Who
big
was that,
Yankee fans.
RJ?
That was Cam Schlittler.
So that was Cam Schlittler. Why did it sound like he's more from Oklahoma than he is from Boston?
I don't know. He's from Boston.
Point is, his family are Yankee fans now. They've crossed over.
Well, it's like what happened with Monday night, the storyline with the Jets with Mason Taylor. Right?
Yeah. Apparently, that woman with Jason Taylor was not his wife.
Oh, in the box.
In the suite, yeah.
No, Jason Taylor's like remarried.
That's pretty sure
whatever.
he's been remarried. Yeah.
Well, whatever. That was. But
he's not
apparently
married to Mason's mother anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's
Who's
not,
Zach
that was not
Thomas's
his wife.
sister.
Listen,
Right.
if he were there in the box and they pulled a
I think
U2 more, or not U2, what
I
was
think
the band?
they've procreated actually. They have he has a new family.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, I don't think it was a Coldplay moment.
That was
No, it wasn't Coldplay.
That was unbelievable.
You hear Jaden Daniels when he took to the podium, and he thinks he's going to play this week, by the way.
Good game.
But
Commanders at Chargers, right?
Apparently, he and the Commanders' director of communications, Charlie Muley, have a little thing going back and forth about baseball. And this is actually how he started. This is in Washington, how he began his press conference.
Also, the Mets lost, did not make the playoffs. So that's probably the biggest thing, that brought a smile to my face. This past weekend, they had the opportunity to play the Marlins to clinch a playoff spot, but they lost, and so did the Reds. So I hope you guys have been watching the Dodgers. I have, and Charlie has too, because his team is not in the playoffs.
Why?
I love it.
Well, where is Jaden Daniels from?
I think California.
I think he's California, yeah.
So why does he care about the Mets? Or
No,
he's just,
because
he's
the
just
director-
busting this guy's, you know
chops,
what?
yeah.
I just like the attention for baseball. Anytime you give it a little
You don't think that's cool?
love,
Jaden
shine,
Daniels
it's
gets
cool.
up there and he's just,
Mock-
ripping off.
yeah, yeah.
Jaden
I
Daniels.
think I
Reds.
would find it cool if it wasn't mocking the Mets.
San Bernardino.
There's probably more young people out there that know who Jaden Daniel is, like if you saw him walking down the street,
Right.
as opposed to even Juan Soto.
I think Soda would be pretty recognizable.
There's definitely a chance more people know just Jaden
Outside
Daniels
of New York, I'm
than
saying.
baseball players, though.
That's the thing, because baseball,
Like all
basketball
baseball.
players.
Do you remember when they
all
did the
baseball
skit on Fallon or whatever it was, where they had Matt Harvey
Yes.
going to Central Park and nobody knew who he was?
They did that with Judge. I think Fallon did it with Judge.
How could you not know who Judge
No,
is?
Judge his rookie year. He sat up they made a desk and
Well, wasn't he disguised?
they put a hat on him, but he was clearly
he
Aaron
wasn't
Judge.
that disguised.
But the guy's 6'7". Like he looks
He was sitting
like,
down.
But you see Rick, and you're like, this was an
Professional
athlete.
athlete, yeah.
Like you see Judge, and they look different. When you walk into a restaurant, you see a guy who's 6'11".
At the
You
time-
just assume he's an athlete.
He'd only played a handful of games. Listen, don't yell at me. It was like 10 years ago. So, because I think it was at Bryant Park.
He said, "Listen, don't yell at me."
listen,
I'm getting numerous people that are telling me Ben Rice grew up a Yankees fan in Red Sox country, and not a Red Sox
How
fan.
do you get that wrong?
Oh, is that what? Well, his family grew up.
His family,
Sox fans.
Sox
His
fans.
family.
Okay.
He Yankees.
Good correction.
Maybe they'll increase his allowance if he lets the Red Sox win. Then
Fair
that's the
correction.
motivation.
So, Rex Ryan yesterday. I actually believe this was 2 days ago. He had some thoughts on Shedeur Sanders.
Very strong thoughts.
Yeah, on Get Up.
Something's missing with this kid. This kid talks. He runs his mouth like I could be a starting quarterback with his arms crossed like this. Get your ass in the front row and study and do all that. If I know, the whole league knows. Quit being an embarrassment that way. You got the talent to be the quarterback. You should be. You should be embarrassed that you're not the quarterback now.
And I don't have audio of it.
You don't have audio of him as a mime?
Shedeur Sanders yesterday went through his entire, right in front of his locker, his entire media session, pantomiming responses and not giving any verbal words.
How immature and childish is that? If you have an issue with what Rex Ryan said, I think it's well within your rights to come out and say, I thought that was unprofessional, it was unprovoked, and it's nasty. And even you would take a shot at Rex, I think that's fine. But to sit there and mime answers, you wonder why there's a lot of people that think you're kind of a joke and you're underperforming and not where you should be. That's why. You can't do crap like that. It's embarrassing for you.
By the way, we're streaming on YouTube. We need to mention that.
Why are you saying nothing?
He's Sheduring.
I'm in character.
Oh, you're the Shedeur of the show?
Exactly.
Where are we at, by the way, on YouTube?
What was the thing that
That's what I was mentioning, where you could see Dan not responding.
That's right.
Pantomiming on YouTube.
It's great visual.
ESPN New York.
Rex said that he's like, if I know, everybody else. What was this thing that Rex was like adamant about? Remember, he was like some gossip or accusing somebody of something back in the day, and then he had to like walk it back because it wasn't true or something like that. This was like recently.
I don't remember.
No,
I don't
RJ,
remember.
No.
I remember something of what you're saying, but I don't remember the instance.
Or maybe it was you just kept saying he was going to be the Jets coach.
Well, he was open about that. He told us many times.
Well, I'm so bothered by that Shedeur thing. Like,
This is a toe I don't like.
You look like such a fool.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah,
not good.
No, definitely not good.
Why don't you go bring up some other slappy?
I do miss slappies. So, we haven't talked much about A.J. Brown, who had a tweet after not getting the ball enough on Sunday. Eagles barely held down against the Bucks. It's a shame the Bucks couldn't lose by 3 points for those of us that had them plus 3.5. But A.J. Brown tweeted, if you're not welcomed, not listened to, quietly withdraw. Don't make a scene, shrug your shoulders, and be on your way. Which is a biblical citation.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And A.J. Brown was asked about his tweet.
My message on Twitter wasn't directed at anyone in the building. Not my coaches, not my quarterback, my GM, nobody. Like I said, I take full accountability.
It takes accountability, but question is, are you happy in Philly?
I did it to myself, but this is my home, man. I love it here. But you just see frustration because obviously, we want to be great, and most definitely, I want to be great as well.
He wants to be great. So the rationale you have for wanting the ball is?
I don't think it's a bad thing for wanting the ball. It's not just for targets or anything to put numbers up, but no, I see that we're struggling, and I'm a guy that wants the ball in those times when we can't find a way. Give it to me. Like when the game's on the line, give the ball to me.
The only thing that makes this a really tough look for him is he says they're struggling. They're 4-0.
Yeah.
So.
Well, is this like I was talking to a buddy of mine yesterday who's an Eagles fan about, are you worried at all that this is like 2 years ago? Remember when they got off to that great start, lost to Zach Wilson?
Doesn't feel like
And then the season kind of just went south after that.
It feels like there's a really, really good football team.
The defense is good.
The defense is good.
Defense is real good.
I don't think the offensive line is as good, but they make plays to win games.
Imagine winning a game in the NFL in 2025 with no passing yards in the second half. Like, how is that possible?
It's insane. Because they had a big lead and they held on, and their defense, like you said, is really good, and they do enough to win, and they get plays special teams wise, right? 2 weeks ago they had two huge block kicks, one for the touchdown, and then last week they had I think they had a block punt for a touchdown. So.
Do you see a little bit of where he's coming from? You get this a little bit, or none? Not at all. His frustration.
I think when you act frustrated, like overtly frustrated, that people know when your team is winning, it's not a great look.
I agree, it's not a great look. But I will say, part of me, maybe a small part, does understand some of this. The thing. Who was it last year?
Ben Rice.
I don't think so.
Oh.
So on the Eagles, you remember when he gave an interview? Oh, he was hurt all year.
Jazz Chisholm Sr.
No, and on the Eagles, and he gave an interview and said that there's something between Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown, and that was the first we'd heard of it.
Yes.
And a defensive lineman. I can't think of his name.
I don't know.
But anyways, and I think it all traces back to there was obviously more than a hint of truth to that, but regardless.
Well, does that bother you? They're rolling along. They're 4-0. Every game they're beating good teams. The Cowboys,
Yeah, it
Rams.
bothers me, but he clearly is addressing, hey, I'm
Bucks.
I'm out here chasing different goals. I think he tweeted after the Super Bowl, too, like, I always wondered how long I'd be satisfied if I won a championship. Turns out 2 or 3 days. And he wants to line some numbers up. He's chasing Hall of Fame goals. I think he's open about it.
Hall of Fame?
I think that's what he's chasing.
Maybe
All
I'm
pros, Pro Bowls.
Maybe I'm misreading the situation. A.J. Brown and Hall of Fame are two words that do not go in the same
Think of how many guys who had really great careers that are still waiting to get in at the wide receiver position.
A.J. Brown Hall of Fame?
Torrey Holt hasn't even gotten in
when
yet,
you
right?
look at the great receivers in the NFL now, is he a great receiver?
Fletcher Cox, by the way.
Fletcher Cox, right. Thank God.
No, I don't think he's a Hall of Fame. I'm just saying I think that's probably his mindset. That's what he's chasing. That's why he's making a big deal about this.
I go with Fletch.
So, Fletch.
Well, he said it's Fletcher Cox. Right.
I
said Fletch.
Did you see on CBS Ben Johnson over the weekend? So
specifically what?
This is at halftime.
Oh, I saw this.
I don't think I saw it.
And he's talking to Aditi Kinkabwala, who's the sideline reporter.
Pretty good job by you.
Not
Nice.
bad, right?
Yeah.
And Ben Johnson was asked a couple of questions about the struggling Bears offense at the time.
Your offense has struggled. You take advantage of those takeaways.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you tell them to get things going?
That it wasn't our brand of football. We're capable of a lot more, and so we're hitting the reset button here at halftime, and we're going to come back and establish our identity here in the second half.
So you need to change what you're doing.
I don't know. You think so? We're going to be just fine.
He didn't sound so thrilled about that.
So he apologized and said he wasn't hearing clearly, and he wishes he would have
No.
handled it differently.
No.
Well, I saw his thing, and he made it sound as if he didn't hear her say "do." Like she asked the question, "Do you need to change what you're doing?" He kind of thought she said, "You need to change what you're doing."
That's what I heard as well.
But if you go back and watch the video, and you can hear her say "do," she does ask a question.
Well, he didn't hear that.
Well,
Right. He heard.
You need to change
You need
what
to
you're
change
doing.
what you're
That's why I
doing.
said, "Well, you think so?"
Right. Right.
Well, this is what he said.
In the moment, I honestly didn't think too much of it. I'm kind of in game mode. But then when I look back at it, I am a little bit disappointed with what that looks like. I didn't hear very well, and that's not an excuse. But when I thought I heard not a question, but that I needed to make some changes, I didn't take that very well. So I'll do a better job with those going forward.
See, I think both things can be true. I think he misheard her and didn't hear, do you need to change what you're doing? And heard, you need to change what you're doing, which from someone asking questions and a sideline reporter would be pretty obnoxious to say, right? You need to change what you're doing. So I think it was just a miscommunication.
Alrighty. Raymond?
The investigation found he was viewing pornographic material on his personal phone just before the vehicle crash.
Did it happen
What in your mind makes you think that you should get into the back of a cop car? Because we wanted to ride to the next bar.
in Florida?
Do I look like a taxi? No.
Every college kid can relate.
Oh, right. I cops used to drive me around back in college.
That'd be something, though. So,
Like an Uber.
yeah,
Personal
before
escort.
Uber.
Do I look like a taxi? Well, kinda.
So this from Mega Red, who does send in some good stories.
Well, he also has great techniques with manipulating photos and stuff.
Yeah,
Really
almost exclusively to make fun of us, but it's usually
Right.
entertaining.
And typically me, but that's fine. I welcome that.
Me too. So of you, not as much myself.
Right.
I welcome it for you. Yeah.
Would you say that I take mockery, criticism?
The best of anyone.
Very
I
well.
know.
Very
Really?
well.
I'd say so.
Okay, that's nice. Better than Rick?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he takes it to heart. I brush most of it off until I snap.
Angry text coming in 30 seconds.
Yeah, you take it and brush basically all of it off. I'd say Ray's probably second best.
Uh-huh.
Rick probably third because he won't necessarily fire back. He'll take it to heart. And then I don't handle it great because I'm fine for 98%, and then I snap.
It's funny because you say second best, and meanwhile,
Ray's very sensitive.
All right, I'd like to retract myself. He was mocking me.
I was called
Thank
repulsive last week. What are you talking
Not
about?
by me.
By a single sexy lady.
Yeah. Did you hear about this?
No, what happened?
I got an email from a single sexy lady.
Self-proclaimed.
Raymond.
An SSL.
Yes. Repulsive. I'm a single sexy woman in my 30s living in New York City. And she said she found Ray to be... she heard us talk all the time about how he's a good-looking man and all this and that. And she saw him on YouTube finally. Repulsive.
Yeah, and people often will, as earlier today.
Did we find out how or why she's still single in her 30s or no?
We didn't get that.
No?
No, but
My response is
I think she's just having a good time. She's single and she's sexy.
My response is that she's not a she. That's a man pretending to be a woman in the email.
Which is strong.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so Mega Red story. So a couple of people in a place, two different people, just happened to be wandering down the sidewalk when all of a sudden attacked. Not by a person, by an animal. If I gave you a guess, what animal would you say might be guilty?
Well, where was this?
Oh, God. That's a solid question.
Yeah, because that would help me.
Yeah, of course.
I think it's a puma.
Puma.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'll go antelope.
Well, actually...
An alligator bit my hand. Oh, my God. Yeah.
It's popped up. Actually, a squirrel.
Squirrels don't attack.
Well, they do in this place. So much so that it's become a problem because these two people actually conversed at one point. I don't know if the first person saw the second person with some injuries around the same place and said, hey, what happened here? You'll never believe this. A squirrel popped out of nowhere, descended from a tree, and attacked my face.
The face?
Yeah. Blood everywhere.
Did I ever tell you the story?
You got attacked by a squirrel?
No. But I
puma?
Shut up for a sec. That I was walking to work years ago, and a woman was putting, like, nuts and stuff all over her lap, and squirrels were up just nibbling away.
Like a feeding zone.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, whatever you're into.
Doctor, is the squirrel going to live?
This squirrel's living. So
this is one squirrel, or this is like a gang of squirrels?
No, one squirrel. So much so that they actually made flyers and posted them around the neighborhood.
Do squirrels get rabies? Could this be a rabid squirrel?
I don't
Squirrels
think so.
do get rabies,
but
I think.
I don't think this one has rabies, but
Okay,
I guess
good.
it could. I think the squirrel's still on the lam. So they have flyers now and like a neighborhood watch system going on to try to apprehend the squirrel.
Just one squirrel.
We think. Does the attacking squirrel live in Florida?
No.
No?
Definitively no.
Okay.
I don't know.
Florida doesn't seem like squirrel
I don't know
territory.
that Florida has a big squirrel population. So
Like
I'm
an
going to
alligator
say,
like rumbled onto the
well,
street. That would be more.
or a puma.
If the
then
gators,
yes.
if the gators don't get them, the iguanas will.
I'm going to say not Florida. I'm going to say this is there's a West Coast vibe to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dan?
West Coast vibe.
I don't know about a particular region, but I will definitely say that it is not Florida.
And Raymond.
Yeah, I will also say not Florida.
Well, Dave says it's a West Coast vibe.
Yeah.
Sorry. You're spot on.
There you go.
San Francisco.
No.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You're dialed in.
Let's go.
Good job.
Come on.
That's nice.
That's good.
They're still having problems in San Francisco, huh?
Well, squirrels.
Yeah.
At least.
Got quarterback problems, too.
And receiver.
And tight
Baseball,
end.
they don't have a manager.
Tight end.
How about my co-owner, Joe Betts?
Joe Betts.
Yeah.
Joey.
I texted him yesterday. Hey, where do we land with picking up free agents in the Guillotine League?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I forgot. What?
Well, but aren't you to blame, too?
No,
Joe
I don't even have
Betts
access to the site. He's supposed
So he
to
doesn't.
text.
He doesn't trust you.
No, I don't want to go on another. I don't want another app. I don't want more stuff. He's supposed to go on and be like, all right, Dave, here's who available. This is what he's done in the past. Here's who's available. This is what we should do. How much do you want to bid on these guys? And nothing. Bupkis. Nothing.
This is fantasy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Joe Betts has no respect for you and thinks you're a hack.
Maybe. And maybe he's right. But at least, now if we lose this week, it's all on Betts. It's not on me.
Is Betts his real last name, or is that like a...
Yeah.
Really?
Joey Betts. Yeah.
Like, so when the family came over from Ellis Island, Betts?
Betts.
I think it's with a Z.
With a Z or an S?
B-E-T-Z.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So
they were Betsopolis when they came over. Now we don't
There
need
you go.
the Opolis. Yeah.
Is a small part of you rooting to lose, you can blame Joe Betts.
No.
Okay.
No, absolutely not. All right, let's break. We'll come back. Tim Hasselbeck.
Is that
gonna
now?
join us. Yeah, that's how quickly the show is going.
Where are we going? Tim Hess.
Tim Hess.
Yeah.
Joe Betts.
Yeah, exactly.
Dan Gross. Dave Roth. R.J. Sant. Raymond Sant. Beautiful stuff.
Love it.
DNR with you. ESPN New York. All right. Debbie Duhay. No, Debbie Du. I don't know. Let's see what's happening on the roads. Here she is, Debbie Duhaime.
Good morning to our fearless leader, Dave Rothenberg, and welcome, Dan Grassa. Hey, guys, traffic is lighter than normal today for Yom Kippur. Alternate side parking rules suspended, metered rules in effect, but we've got issues for you over on the New Jersey Turnpike northbound Eastern Spur at 15W, a disabled bus at 15X, a bus fire being cleared. 17 West closed in Goshen, exit 122, a serious accident being worked on. Sponsored by Farm Safe 811. Farm Safe 811 starts with you. Always call 811 and wait for any underground lines to be marked. Always keep safety in the back of your mind. Just stay humble. For more info, go to farmsafe811.org. I'm Debbie Duhaime, 880 ESPN New York.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
John Ryan.
Yeah, Dad.
I think I came up with a killer slogan for our law firm. D'Agostino and Associates, bite back.
Bite back?
Yeah. When someone hurts you, you bite back. We'll be the law firm that bites back.
Dad, that's brilliant. Accident victims, call D'Agostino and Associates and bite back. Hey, we could even put a big vicious dog on billboards everywhere.
Yeah, and Rottweilers on buses.
Hey, how about a toll-free number?
What are you thinking?
You know, like 1-800-BITE-BACK.
1-800-BITE-BACK. That's brilliant.
But what if people hear fight back?
Easy. I'll spell it out for them, like 1-800-BITE, back. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
Love it. Hey, Dad.
Yeah?
All this talk about biting back got me hungry.
Me too. Want to grab lunch?
Sure. Hey, how about a jingle?
You mean like D'Agostino, law, bite back?
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters' experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus their front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night. Okay, Kirk. I know stuff.
Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
All right, DNR with you. ESPN New York. A lot of baseball today. Obviously, big Yankees conversation. Huge night tonight in the Bronx. 8 o'clock, first pitch. Ty Butler, 7 o'clock, doing kind of an extended pregame here. Let's morph into a little bit of football and bring in our dear friend, Tim Hasselbeck. Good morning, Tim. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you guys doing?
I bounced Rick out today. You don't have to deal with his BU stuff.
That's good. Well, hey, that's already a win. What a Thursday. I'm off to.
Exactly. All right. So, I mean, you're the quarterback guy on this show. Let's get your take. What did you think about Jackson Dart week 1? Numbers not staggering. I thought he looked pretty good, pretty capable.
Yeah, I agree with you on looking good and capable. Be honest, I was surprised how much they used him as a designed runner. You know, just when you watch him play at Ole Miss, I mean, you see his athleticism and everything and, ability to move, but wasn't really what they were doing, at Ole Miss in terms of design running the quarterback. So I think I was surprised at how, I think, by my count, there's at least 4 design runs, which is not totally typical in the NFL with somebody that, is viewed as a passer, which he most certainly is. So that was surprising to me. Now, I handled it well, which is a really good thing, and it, makes defenses feel like they're going to have to prepare for that because there's a +1 advantage when you are running your quarterback. Obviously, some risk involved in it, but he did that extremely well. Thought he passed the football well, and then clearly there was an energy that he brought to the team. In terms of just I think the way that he competes, which, was definitely a benefit. And I think where that's really interesting in terms of, try to quantify it a little bit, when the Neighbors injury happens, like, and really any time a marquee player, a star player has a significant injury, look, it can feel like a funeral a little bit, right? Like it can just take all the wind out of your sails as a team, both sides of the ball. And I think because of the way that Jackson was competing, it didn't allow that to happen, which I think says a lot for how his teammates responded to him.
Tim, you mentioned the fact that the design runs, and that caught you by surprise a little bit. I think all of us to a certain degree. And I guess my question to you is, do you think moving forward that that's sustainable, not just for the offense in particular, but for Jackson Dart to remain upright? Because Josh Allen could get away with that type of stuff, but Jackson Dart's not as big and tough and, size-wise as Josh Allen is. And you wonder about, will he risk injury by putting him in a vulnerable position time and time and time again?
Yeah, I think there's a very thin line on this, right? So to your point, like Josh Allen, they've run him a lot. And, I think they've wanted to get away from running him as much as they have. And then there are times where he just kind of, takes off and runs. So if you look at Josh Allen's designed runs, they're definitely fewer than there were 3 years ago. Heck, look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs don't quarterback sneak, in an era where everyone's trying to figure out if their team can do the tush push. Like they don't even quarterback sneak their quarterback. So I think there's a hesitation to it. Now, saying that, if you look at Jalen Hurts, for example, like, yeah, they quarterback sneak and do some of that stuff, but their design runs are oftentimes paired with, a passing concept. So you're primarily running your design runs versus, a box count or a front that you feel good about. So like the prime example of that would be Dart's touchdown run is like, that's an RPO. Like they're running stick to the 3 receiver side to his left to the field. And if the backer to his inside stick widens, then he's not going to throw the stick. He's going to run quarterback lead draw. And so because that backer widens, now there's only one backer in the box. Well, Scattaboo can lead up on that guy, and that's why it's an untouched quarterback run. So, I think that you can design run your quarterback if you always have an out, like a get out of jail free card in terms of, well, there's a pass paired to it. There's something tagged paired to it so that you're not running against an unblocked defender in the box because you're going to get hit if you are. And then I think the other side of it is, okay, just because you have a good box count doesn't mean that everyone's going to block everybody correctly. So get what you can get, and then, and then give it up and play the next play. And I think that, look, Russell Wilson did a very good job of that when he was running more as a younger player. Jalen Hurts, believe it or not, does a very, very good job of, not taking hits that he doesn't need to take. So I think you can. I think the fine line of it is, not easily understood by quarterbacks that are in the heat of the moment carrying the football as they're running down the field.
Tim Hasselbeck with us here, ESPN New York. So he played well. We've dissected that. Obviously, he's got to be a little smarter, I think, with the amount of hits that he takes. And the one play where he's like punching the helmet, it was bizarre and certainly needs to be taken out of what he does. But, Neighbors goes out for the year.
Can I interrupt you, Dave?
Yeah, of course.
Can I interrupt you, Dave? So I agree with you, okay? And if I was coaching him, I'd be like, hey, bro, like, enough, okay? Like, stop, right? Now, what I would also say is for young players, they need to prove it to their team first. You know what I mean? Like Peyton Manning never tried to make a tackle on an interception like after year 8, okay? But early on in his career, he did. And so I do think that there's a fight and a competitiveness that's a little reckless and you can get hurt that young quarterbacks need to have to earn the respect of the locker room of being like, oh, yeah, you know what? Like this guy's in it with us. So I agree with you, but I think that he's probably already, built up enough, trust and equity in terms of, the toughness and competitor that he is.
Listen, I think it's great up to an extent, but it's great until you're hurt, and then it's like, why would you ever consider doing something like that? So Neighbors going to be out, and to me, it's just such a catastrophic injury. How much do you think the development of Jackson Dart is kind of, stunted because he won't have Neighbors for the remainder of the season?
Yeah, I think it's a really big deal. Like I've said, before, like I don't care how good you are, quarterback's still a dependent position, period. I mean, look, the Chiefs last year, and then even the Chiefs without Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice to start the season looked pretty pedestrian. They get Xavier Worthy back last week, and it's like, yep, that's Patrick Mahomes. Like, look at him now. He's throwing touchdown passes to Juju and other people. Like, well, it's because there's speed on the field. It's because there's fear that one guy can turn the game on one big play. And so you have to give that guy, the appropriate attention. And so when you don't have that, if that doesn't exist, it's harder. It's tougher sledding, period. So, it hurts. It makes it significantly harder. So, I don't know that it's fair to say, like, it will stunt his growth, but I do think that it's fair to say it's going to make it much tougher sledding. And, with it being tougher sledding, I think that there probably has to be an expectation that in the passing game, guys aren't going to have the same separation. You're not going to feel as comfortable winning one-on-one matchups as you would otherwise. And that's just harder. It doesn't matter if you're Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. I mean, look at the Ravens. Like the Ravens, when they didn't have guys winning one-on-ones, everyone's like, I don't know what kind of passer Lamar is. Well, then you get like Zay Flowers, who's one of the quickest guys in the game. You draft other first-round receivers. You've got tight ends that are winning one-on-one matchups, and you're like, wow, look at how much he's developed as a passer. Like it's still a dependent position. So, yeah, I think that it definitely changed. It has to for people to change their expectations.
Tim Hasselbeck joining us here on ESPN New York. Let me flip over to the Jets for a second, and they're still searching for their first win. Mistakes mounting in that game on Monday night, the loss to the Dolphins, even though they moved the ball up and down the field, with relative ease at times, especially on the ground. But from a player's perspective, Tim, and you've played for a lot of coaches, you were in a lot of locker rooms. When does the message start to fall on deaf ears if you are Aaron Glenn and you are a first-year head coach and you're preaching all these things about culture and accountability and all this other stuff, and yet you don't have the results to show for it on the field. When does that start to maybe seem like, from a player standpoint, I don't know if I'm necessarily buying what this guy's selling?
I think when it starts to feel inauthentic from the coaches, meaning, like you're not seeing the things that they're preaching out of the coaching staff, right? So like, a coach would say, hey, look, when bad things happen, we need you guys as a team to not point the finger, stick together, those types of things. Well, the same thing needs to happen with the coaching staff. So you can't be in meetings and the tight end coach, rolling his eyes at something that, the offense coordinator was, trying to preach or get done, right? So I think that, it needs to be authentic. It needs to permeate the entire group, coaches and players included. And I think and then it needs to be consistent. It needs to remain when, you're, before the season started, it needs to be the same thing in terms of when you're 0-4. So I think when it's consistent and authentic, then guys believe it, especially coming from, I think, someone like Aaron Glenn, who has, lived it as a player. Like he played in that environment, kind of in the Parcells tree. Like he's coached in it in an environment, in the Sean Payton tree. So those things have happened. I think that he's got some equity in his personal experience. But I think if you start to get desperate and you start to, as a staff, not be authentic or consistent with the message, then the players are going to say, like, man, like, this is fake, and I'm going to do my own thing. Because the one thing you can sell in this environment as a coach is, look, here's the deal. Yes, we're all playing for the Jets, but when you're 0-4, and you're really struggling, we can't deny it. We're at the bottom. So yes, you're a pro, but you're at the bottom. And you are not just playing for us, but you're playing for the league now. You're playing for anybody that's looking. So if you think that you're going to have a prosperous career, well, you better get it figured out. And the only way we get it figured out is if we do the things that we're preaching as a coaching staff. So that's the one thing you can sell in this environment.
All right, Tim. Listen, great stuff as always. Rick will be back next week, so I keep him away as long as I can, but I can only hold him off for so long.
Did he take the day off because I was on, or because the Red Sox couldn't get a runner to round third on an errant throw from first base?
He's a Mets fan, actually. He's not even a Red Sox fan. I think it more has to do with you being on, to be frank,
All right.
which is
That's
unfortunate.
Fair.
Yeah, but I'm just being
fair.
honest.
That's
Listen.
fair.
Let's do this again next Thursday. Appreciate you as always.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks, Tim.
Yep. That, of course, is Tim Hasselbeck. Let's come back. I want to get your take on the Jets because you're very close to this team, and I want to see what's going on with them. And then we'll get back to the Yankees and the Red Sox because there's a vitally important Game 3 happening tonight. It's DNR with you on ESPN New York.
Getting the right mattress helps you sleep at night. Getting the right price helps you sleep even better. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step fitting process to make sure your new bed fits you perfectly. The right fit, the right price, plus free delivery. It's what they do, only at PC Richard & Son. Free delivery on mattresses $199 and up. Excludes Manhattan. See stores for details.
Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
You know so much about who you are. But do you know what makes your body your body? With over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help you know the truth. Because you know you're made of grit, wit, and a good heart. But just how healthy is that heart? You know you're made up of all the places you've called home. You know you're made of your mom's sarcasm. And now you can find out if you have her thyroid too. You know you're made of college all-nighters and 30s early-nighters, but those still don't explain your sleep issues. You know that you're made up of good meals with even better conversation. But are you actually absorbing those nutrients? A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
This one's for the flavor fanatics. Sour Apple 5-Hour Energy Shots don't mess around. They bring the bite. Tart, tangy, and packed with tasty caffeine, this little 2-ounce bottle punches above its weight. With 0 sugar and as much caffeine as a 12-ounce premium cup of coffee, it's the kind of pick-me-up that keeps your taste buds happy without the crash. And it doesn't stop at Sour Apple. There are 17 bold flavors waiting for you to discover. Pick one up in store or stock up online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon today.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. What your Jets? You surprised that it's so bad so far this season?
I'm surprised they haven't won a game yet.
Yeah,
probably.
You surprised they're 0-4. You surprised they got beaten by the Dolphins. I mean,
yeah, and I mean the way the games have kind of unfolded. It's weird because the first game was gettable, Dolphin game was gettable. I know the final score was close, and they lost on a walk-off.
I didn't see the Dolphins game as gettable. I thought they just played a horrendous football game.
But going into the game, the Dolphins are a bad football team.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, and they still had 400 yards of offense and almost 200 yards rushing. They ran the ball right down their throats.
You run
the first drive
for
of the game,
200 yards,
yeah,
and you
lose.
can't win a football game
because it's self-inflicted wounds.
Well, you're -3 with the turnovers. And you have, 13 penalties?
Over 100 yards.
What do you think the odds are, the percentages are? You're -3 turnovers, and you have 13 penalties for over 100 yards. What do you think the percentages are that you win that game? I don't think, it's got to be infinitesimal, right?
0. And the fact that it was only, it ended up being a one-score game is shocking, right? Because, you give up 100 yards in penalties or you're assessed 100 yards in penalties, that's equivalent to a touchdown, right? That's equivalent to 7 points, 100 yards.
You can't do that. That's the length of the field.
It's incredible. It really is. And I guess I'll say this because I said it the other night while we were doing the game. For the first time this year, when the camera kept panning over to the head coach, I thought for the first time he had that look of his predecessors.
Oof.
And that's not the look you want.
That's not the look you want. So the thing that concerns me, and I think Rick is not even close to this yet. Not that I'm talking about him being a bad coach. I don't know any of that stuff yet. But the thing that concerns me is he came in with a mantra of we're not going to take stupid penalties. We're not going to make the turnovers. We're not going to be dumb. And they are doing more fielding a punt, fair catching a punt at the 2 is about as stupid a thing as you can do. And, 5 pre-snap penalties, Dan. What upsets me is it's the same thing we've seen year after year after year. It is no different. It is no better. And I know it's only 4 games, and I'm not saying he won't be a good coach in this league, but I'm aware of the start that they've gotten off to.
Yeah, and the thing that you keep hearing, too, about, when they got to Detroit, he and Dan Campbell, no, they started 0-10. Oh, and it's almost like they're preparing you for that. It's like, well, it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. Well, who's to say that it is going to get better? And who's to say that just because they started 0-10 in Detroit and got that program off the ground that the same thing is going to happen here? And Jet fans are tired of hearing that. I mean, I've talked to them all the time. They're tired of it.
But do you blame them?
No, you can't.
I mean, you haven't
because
made the playoffs in 15 years.
That's what, you haven't had a winning season in 10 years.
Right.
So they're
So
tired.
the last winning season was the Fitzpatrick game in Buffalo?
Correct.
Oh, God.
Correct. So, yeah, it's been – and the thing about Isaiah Williams is you said forget about it bad enough, fair catching a punt at the 2-yard line, which is inexcusable. That happened 5 minutes after you fumbled the opening kickoff to start the second half. I told you, that does not happen often in football. And Greg and I are sitting there doing halftime on Monday night.
How is Greg? How does he handle this?
Oh, he's, we've – again.
Is he just immune to this at this point?
This is year 8 for us together. Right. I mean, do the math. There's been a lot of the same game for 8 years, so we've soldiered on. But we were talking about, it was only a 10-3 game at the half. Jets getting the football, got a chance for momentum. They ran the ball good in the first half. Take a drive, get down the field, you're tying up the football game. Fumbles the opening kickoff.
Oh, yeah.
And on a play, too, by the way, he's tiptoeing on the sideline that if he had 1 foot out of bounds when he got the ball, Jets get it at the 40.
And it's so common now. Just be smart.
The thing that worries you about
they don't play smart football, and that bothers me.
And that's why I asked Tim Hasselbeck the question, and I'll say this because it's headed to you off the air. Remember, after that first game when Xavier Gibson fumbled the ball, Aaron Glenn goes up there after the game and he says, hey, look, you make mistakes, you're not going to be on the field helping us try to win games. It's simple as that, and they sent Xavier Gibson packing. Isaiah Williams, who he brought in because he said they were together in Detroit, so he had familiarity with the player. When those same concerns were raised to him after the game on Monday night about Isaiah Williams, he was not as punitive in his answer, which to me, that sent up a signal a little bit. It's like, well, wait a second.
Because what are you going to do? You can't cut everyone,
that's
can
the problem. If more guys keep making mistakes. But again, this is a player who goofed twice in the same game.
It's bad.
Which were costly plays.
I mean, the fair catch to me is just it's mind-numbing.
And instead of saying, well, can't have it, he said something along the lines of, it's like, yeah, well, in that situation, you're taught to this and that's like.
No. Dan, I've been watching football for almost 50 years.
We're on the same page. I get it.
You stand at the 10.
It was egregious.
And once the ball goes over your head,
you let it
that's
go.
it. You're done. I'm feeling it at the 2. What's the worst thing that could happen? Is it the ball
they
hits?
down it at the 1 yard line?
So you gave up a yard. God, it's so bothersome. All right, let's break. We'll come back. I mean, this is going to be a big Yankees hour. We'll get stuff you missed. We'll get the 3 stars. But this is Yankees Red Sox Game 3. For all the marbles tonight, we'll have all the action. Pregame show with Ty at 7. And then, of course, Yankees, Red Sox right here on ESPN New York.
This fall, don't sit on the sideline because of pain. If you're tired of waking up stiff, fighting neck, back, or joint pain, and missing out on the things you love, it's time to take action. Call Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain, New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and laser focused on one thing: getting you back in the game. Living pain-free, no surgery, no cuts, no downtime. Just precise image-guided treatments that deliver real results. Whether it's sciatica, nerve pain, migraine, or chronic joint pain, Dr. Shaw will personalize a non-surgical game plan just for you without pain medication. Same day and next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Most major insurances are accepted, so what are you waiting for? Don't let pain keep you out of the action this season. Visit Sandwell Pain to text, call, or book online. You'll wish you met Dr. Jay Shaw a lot sooner. Relief starts today, and victory over pain is closer than you think.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new parlay zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino.
Download it.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back.
I'm injury attorney John Ryan D'Agostino, nicknamed The Closer, continuing D'Agostino and Associates' legacy of helping the injured for over 35 years. My father, John D'Agostino, built this injury firm to help accident victims.
This is John D'Agostino, and this is a family firm. For us, it's about doing what's right and making sure somebody pays for your pain. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-BITE-BACK.
They call me The Closer because big or small, in court or out, I'm fighting to get the job done, to win, to get you every dollar you deserve.
D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there and I'll be there for you. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
The 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ball in the air, right field. Going back is Judge. Still going back. Onto the track. Makes the catch. Halfway onto the track. And the Yankees even this series.
What a game. Able to hang on, but what a game.
It took everybody. I think it literally took everything.
The little nuanced plays that the Yankees didn't make in Game 1, they made in Game 2.
We lost the first game, but boys are here ready to go.
And for that, we'll have a Game 3.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
That's right. Yankees win. Yankees win. This series tied at 1, and this is it. The series will end tonight with misery or massive rejoicing from the Yankees fans. This to me, I know it's like almost sounds dumb to say it. This is such a big game for the Yankees. Like,
it is
you
a
win,
big game.
You win, you move on, you take on Toronto. You might be better than Toronto. I think you win this game tonight. In my estimation, you're favorites to go to the World Series. And I think you do win this game tonight. I think this lines up well for the Yankees. I feel, tell me if you think I'm wrong, Dan Gross in for Rick DiPietro on this Thursday morning. I feel like last night Alex Cora went all in, and he lost. Not that he shouldn't have, but he knew he didn't love his chances for this game tonight.
And it almost worked.
It was right there.
It almost worked, and I agree with you. I think that he did kind of approach it that way, and I have a good feeling about this game tonight. I think as far as the Yankees are concerned. I think that they'll find a way to get it done. I actually think the pitching, even though what's a starting pitcher nowadays, right? You know, he can only be in there for an inning and a half or something like that, and then he's out of the game, and then who cares what the starting pitcher was? But I think the way it lines up for the Yankees tonight, the lineup that they have constructed, the fact that they're home, I think they'll find a way to get it done.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And they have to.
Oh, you have to.
They have to.
You have. There's massive, and that's the thing. You don't want this to be a close game.
No.
Jump out early, put up a 4 spot in the 3rd inning, run away with this game, because the closer this is for the longer period of time that it's close, for me, more pressure on the Yankees.
You're going to be losing. I mean, the fans, obviously, the longer this goes like that, you're going to be losing a lot more fingernails. You're
Yes.
going to be sitting there chewing them off all night.
Well, you saw the nerves on their fist last night. I mean, if you would have told me 7th inning, 1st and 2nd, Cruz comes in, you were panicked. If you're a Yankees fan, you thought they were going to lose this game.
Final at bat of the game.
And again, these little minute things that happen that in a span of 162 games, like, all right, whatever, so it cost us that game there, this game here. For Rafael and not to be able to get that bunt down, pop it up, it's caught, changes the entire inning. Because the next at-bat was a fly out to left field. If there's guys on 2nd and 3rd, therein lies a run, right? Bases loaded, 2 out, or no, 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. Base hit, infield single. Chisholm makes that great play, makes the unforced throw to first. It gets by. For the base runner to be standing at third base. Now, Buster said that's all on the third base coach. I don't care who it's on. That kind of stuff is the difference between winning and losing in the postseason. And the Yankees did the little things well last night, and Boston did not.
They ran the bases well.
They did.
Caught the ball, and Boston didn't.
Right.
Right?
Except for the Rodon play to first base off the bunt early in the game where he kind of short-armed it.
But when they had to, they made the plays.
They sure did.
And those were things all summer long that was a chief concern of mine when talking about the Yankees that ultimately would stand in their way of possibly doing good things in the playoffs. For that then to be key to them winning a game like that, that gives you a lot of confidence.
You would think so.
Has it not?
Here's Aaron Judge after the game last night on the momentum carrying into Game 3.
Same as last night. I know we lost the first game, but boys in here are ready to go. We couldn't wait to get here today and start this game, and I think the energy's the same. I can't wait to get tomorrow's game started. We were kind of hoping we could play at 12 to get this thing rolling, but we'll wait and we're ready to go.
Well, unfortunately for him, the game was supposed to go at 6 and now it goes at 8, so it went the other way.
How cold is it supposed to be tonight?
I don't think it's supposed to be terrible.
As long as it's not as cold as it is in here. My Lord.
I got news for you.
Yeah, man.
I don't think you're well.
But I said I did step outside during the break.
But I don't think you're physically
And they don't
100%.
have air blasting out there, and it didn't feel anywhere near as polar.
So
as it does
tonight's supposed to be 60-ish?
Because it's a little bit cooler today than it was yesterday, right?
It's supposed to be warmer tonight than it is outside right now.
So do you believe in then Sunday again, it's going to be like 85 for like Jets-Cowboys.
That's nice.
It's like summer.
That's really nice. Jets-Cowboys, that should be a real good
See
game.
Ray there. Ray will be there Sunday.
Oh, Ray, you are going?
He's going.
He's doing the circuit now. He's at the Yankees,
He's
Red Sox last night.
He's a man about town.
He's going to the Jets-Cowboys. You can be decked out in, what are you going to be decked out in, a Tony Romo jersey?
No, probably no jersey. Attire, sure, but not a jersey.
No jersey. What? I envision you open up your closet and it's just Cowboys jerseys lined up one to the next.
Bill Bates.
Younger me would have had a ton.
Bill Bates, number 40 from Tennessee.
That's correct.
Yes.
15 years, Bill Bates.
He was a good player.
Special teams player.
Yeah, Steve Pallor.
He was
Steve
terrible.
Pallou at number 4.
No.
He was like 16 or something like that.
I'm thinking Steve Walsh.
Steve Walsh, Miami, number 4. Steve
Correct.
Pallor, number 11, I think, Washington.
And some people would say Pallur. Some say
They
Pallur, and they
gave
say
They gave
Pallur.
Steve Puller number 11.
I thought so. Maybe I'm wrong. He could be 16. Carl Banks almost decapitated Steve Pallor once. Broke his wrist right there at Giant Stadium. All right, so for the Yankees to win tonight, what has to happen?
Puller was 16, by the way.
16, thank you.
16, there you go. Yeah. Yankees to win tonight.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is going to ride on the bullpen. Because even I could see a scenario, because this is how the Yankees do things. They do. They admit to this. Even if Cam Schlittler is out there dealing tonight, I just think they already have a game plan before they even hit the field as to how long he's going to go.
Oh, I'm sure they know it right now.
Because Boone basically showed his hand after the game in Game 1 with Fried, where he told you that I went to him after the 6th inning and said, can you give me one more batter? Facing the bottom of the order.
Right.
And he was rolling. So it's like
he
if
was
they
great.
had this predetermined
He was
thing.
he lost command a little bit.
You know,
but then last night with Rodon, I felt like 6 innings, great, you're done, sign up for that, be done. And then he trots him out for the 7th.
You know what's so weird? Like I remember like a buddy of mine like years ago would say this. Right when we were in the advent of like things starting to turn in baseball with all this like the starting pitcher's leash is a lot shorter. And he made a great point. It's like, all right, take Max Fried, for example. How many pitches did he throw the other night? 102?
102, yeah.
Okay. And you got him out of the game because he was starting or whatever. But he didn't give up any runs. Who do you have more faith in? Max Fried's 103rd
somewhat fatigued
pitch?
Right.
Or some yo-yo you're trotting out of the – and I'm not saying in this case, but like in a regular season game, let's say this. Some yo-yo middle relief guy, his first pitch. You know what I mean? It's like, who do you have more trust in?
I get – well, you know what
out?
the Yankees would tell you? We have more trust. Once
Clearly
you've
they
gone
do, though, but that's wrong.
through the lineup 2-3 times and you have a fresh, rested, healthy arm in the bullpen, we will take that and we'll go in our lanes and we'll go with those matchups more than we will go with pitch 103 and beyond. Now, the Red Sox said the exact opposite thing. Like, we are gearing up for our pitcher to be a horse. He's the best thing we have, and when he hits 100, 105, 110, we don't care. But it's a polarizing viewpoint. We're going to ride this guy until he's got nothing left, and we're going to get this guy out when he gets to 102.
And we brought it up when we had Buster on earlier in the show, and I'm really, really interested to see when he goes to Luke Weaver. Because let's face it, Luke Weaver's not been good for a while.
I don't know that he goes to Luke Weaver tonight.
He has not been good for a while. You know what I'm saying? And so he didn't go last night. So he's considered a quote-unquote fresh arm for this game. You know that when he's at his best, he's really good. But how much do you go and put recent history into your decision? Because he struggled for a long time. And to me,
he threw 15 pitches on Tuesday, and he was dreadful.
And I've said since probably August or whatever, he's the X factor. Luke Weaver is the X factor for the New York Yankees, especially out of that bullpen. If you don't trust the pen, a top-notch, in-form Luke Weaver changes the outlook altogether. And you haven't seen that guy, though, for a while. And that's why you're still a little wishy-washy when you could.
So who do you have that you trust out of the bullpen then? Bednar you trust, but this will be his third consecutive game pitch. Which is a lot.
And that's why if you had faith in Weaver, you could at least have him close games for you because he's done it in the past.
Devin Williams, this will be his third consecutive game pitch as well. Cruz, this would be his third consecutive night pitch. It's just like there's nobody fresh and rested that you have to come out of this bullpen tonight. Weaver would be the one guy. He threw 15 pitches 2 nights ago and he didn't pitch last night.
I don't trust Leiter. I don't trust Duvall.
No.
You know who's on this roster, believe it or not? And we haven't seen him? Can you imagine, you talk about
Warren?
No. Here's what's going to happen tonight.
All right.
I can't believe I didn't think of this earlier. You know what's going to be the extra, take the knife and twist it in the Met fan? You know who's going to give the Yankees valuable outs tonight?
Paul Blackburn is not taking the mound.
Why is he on the roster? I'm just saying.
If the Yankees lose this game because Paul Blackburn ends their season, the fans will be apoplectic tomorrow. Unless they're up by 5 or down by 5, you're not seeing Paul Blackburn tonight.
The logic, though, Paul Blackburn, his final 7 appearances of the season, he had a 1.5 ERA.
Okay, trot him out there. 1-1, 8th inning, Paul Blackburn could take the mound.
I'm just telling you.
That would be catastrophic.
Or there could be a situation to where, what if you're down, let's say, a couple of runs, and given the circumstances, whatever it is, he keeps the game at bay, at the very least. He gives you 2 innings, but he doesn't allow the Red Sox to increase their lead. And then you're going to look back in hindsight if the Yankees rally and you're going to say, oh, Paul Blackburn, valuable.
Sure you would.
Valuable.
So the only reason you even remotely think this could possibly happen is just because this is what happens to the Mets.
That's what happens to the Mets.
Not because Paul Blackburn is good in the spot.
fact he hasn't pitched yet. It's a fresh arm. And depending on how early.
I would think they're going Mark Leiter before Paul Blackburn.
Well, they probably will, right. But if Schlittler's out of here in the 2nd inning, that is a nightmare scenario.
All right. I was going to ask you this. So clearly you're going to take the under. 4 1/3 from Schlittler tonight. Over under.
4 1/3 from Cam Schlittler tonight.
Yeah.
I will say, what do I think is going to happen? Or what would I take?
What do you think will happen? 4 1/3. So 13 outs.
I actually think, given the history of this manager, and again, he gets the blame, this organization, this analytics department,
right?
Whatever. I'm going to say the under.
Under. So you think he's out there?
Because with the exception of last night, he's had quick hooks. Remember Garrett Cole in the World Series last year, Game 1?
Yep.
And that was the World Series. Your season is over if you
and
don't
this
win
is the guy's
game.
first ever postseason
appearance. And it's
appearance.
his first ever game. You just never know how these guys are going to respond.
This is a lot. Here's Schlittler on getting the ball for Game 3 tonight.
It's important. So for them to put faith in me, and we get to a Game 3, that means a lot. So just making sure I'm just taking it as another game and going to do my job.
It sounds relaxed. Doesn't sound bad. But who knows? We'll see.
It's the day before the game.
You get worried about just being overamped, for a game like this because he's a power pitcher to begin with.
Like Jackson Dart, you gotta rein it in.
Yeah, but I think in football you can use that to your benefit. Baseball, you can't really get yourself more motivated and get more intense. In baseball, it becomes difficult to do because sometimes then you're not within your
and then you're overthrowing and then you got problems. Right.
Exactly that. Let's go to some of the callers all lined up. Edgar Bloomingdale. Good morning, Edgar. How are you?
Hey, what's up, boys? Hey, what's up, Rasa?
What's up, Ed? How you doing?
Good. I had a question for Rick if he thought the Yankee game was important tonight, but he's
that's
not
funny.
there.
Did you hear this the other day?
No.
He asked, I forget who it was. He asked a guest that we had on if they thought Louis Riddick maybe if they thought the Jets game was important on Sunday against Monday against the Dolphins.
Rick asked
Listen,
Louis Riddick if it was an important game.
Yeah. I gotta interrupt you guys. Let you one point. The Yankee fans. We're getting soft, man. I was online waiting to get in. Shout out to Happy Chef Inc. for giving me sweet tickets, me and my wife. And some two big guys from Boston. You might know their names. Prosciutto Poppy and Tommy Guarino. They're big on the internet.
No, I
the
don't know
Yankee fans were taking pictures with them. Like,
well, they're
celebrities.
celebrities. You're telling me that in some world these are celebrities.
I don't listen. If it's Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, maybe.
Well, but Edgar, if people look at these guys as celebrities, whether they're internet celebrities or whatever kind of celebrities they are, and they like them, they're gonna. I don't think that's awful.
In this day and age, it pays to be internet famous. It seems.
Yeah, I don't think that's awful, Edgar.
I wouldn't. I mean,
you're not doing it. It's fine.
I'm not saying throw beer at them and take their hats off like the Beach Ecclesias in the 90s.
If you see them tonight at the game, Edgar, attack them. Physically attack them.
Oh, shit. And by the way, Dave, nothing wrong with your football.
Yeah.
Was that a dump situation?
Yeah, it was so good. He got a little excited.
That was absolutely a dump situation.
I don't think he meant it. It was just like he was having fun. He was talking like he's talking to his buddies.
This is the problem with this show. We disarm people. We make them feel like they're sitting at the corner table in a restaurant or in a bar, and it's just like, bring what you have. Sometimes what they have is curse words. Did you dump that?
No.
Oh, I thought you dumped it.
No, I talked to the guys in there to make sure they heard it.
You got it? He did it so...
I had gotten it before.
He did it so, like, surreptitiously.
You don't have a button?
I don't think so.
I think you must, no?
No.
There's a big button for Dave, at least.
I have the button.
You have one. They don't do that
But like, typically it'll happen and it's jarring. This was just like very sneakily.
I heard it loud and clear.
Yeah.
It was there.
All right. Well, that's unfortunate.
Well, like I said, I don't think he meant it. It was just kind of.
But it's not okay.
Yeah.
It's just not okay. Danny, Long Island. Good morning, Danny. How are you?
Good morning, guys. Happy New Year, Dave, and thank the Jewish people for this beautiful day off. Just finished a power walk. The grandkids are coming over. Then I got 3 playoff elimination games and an NFL. Who knew that October 2nd on a Thursday might turn out to be the best sports day of the year? But here we are.
Dan, enjoy it because you know what? We were talking about this before the show. I don't know if RJ remembers it or not, but tomorrow there's nothing.
But that's okay.
Nothing tomorrow.
But Danny, that's like when you have so much going on every single night to have one night in tomorrow where it's just kind of you get the day off to refuel and reset is kind of nice occasionally.
But it's going to be weird. It's the first like Friday night with at least baseball since March.
With no baseball.
Today, men, single men and married men, listen closely. Get close to this is the day you look at the calendar and say, honey, how about we go to that restaurant tomorrow night that you've been dying to go, or we go to the beach at sunset? Something that wow, that's great. Is there anything on? No, I know this meant a lot to you. So, there's a game on Sunday I want to watch. So let's pick apples on Friday afternoon out in Montauk or something. And then she thinks you're wonderful. Meanwhile, you plotted the whole thing out.
So you're playing the game. So Danny, is it fair to say you're devious by nature? Is that fair to say?
No, I'm brilliant.
Oh, all right.
Like George Patton of relationships. I know how to get you got to play it a lot. But listen, can I talk about the couch cast for a second?
Yeah.
I watched every minute of it because I was at work.
Okay.
It should never happen again.
Why?
You were great, David. I'll tell you why. I'm trying to watch the game just like you are, and the game is not on my screen because I'm looking at 5 guys, 7, whatever it was, and now I'm trying to watch the game on my phone, and it's not synced up properly with what's going on the screen. So it wasn't the guys who were bad. I thought everybody was fine. Rick with his computer, I understand it was a working thing for him. Carlin sat next to the food, and the minute they dropped the sliders, he reached over and grabbed one like a breath mint. I thought everybody individually was fine, but you have 7 guys that know the cameras are running. This isn't like guys going wild. So it wasn't anyone in particular. It was just, imagine you, Dave, sitting at your house on a football, and that, could you possibly watch football in the situation that I was watching you on Monday night? No.
No.
You would never do it.
No, if the Giants were playing, I would never want to do it. But it was the Jets, and I had no problem watching the Jets and then, having funny quips and comments.
And it was Bengals-Broncos.
Well, I watched both games because I care about the sport
that was
of football.
An awful game.
Well,
the thing about the
Jets game wasn't so good either.
The thing, though, Danny said, like, it wasn't, like, synced up or whatever, but that's easy, though. Like, if you're watching on YouTube, just, like, rewind your YouTube, like, a couple, so then it's lined up to where the game is.
I don't know.
What you got to do.
Doesn't seem like it was an issue for a lot of people, so
yeah.
I don't know why.
But, I mean, that's it's a very simple solution.
So he's saying the game was ahead of what we're saying, or we were ahead of the game?
Vice versa or something. Like, they weren't lined up.
Okay, so you had to adjust one.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're reacting to a play that hasn't happened yet.
What probably ends up happening is I think, like, you might be ahead of what people are watching on TV.
Well, and it depends how they consume it. Because
Especially if
DirecTV takes longer to, right?
Exactly. So then you just have to rewind the
It always
the YouTube.
scares me. So the group chat can be very active during games.
Yeah.
Like last night, I actually turned my phone over because I watch on DirecTV. These guys are seeing it on, like, stuff that comes in quicker. I'm concerned. Or Raymond's there. He probably sees it 5 minutes before he gets to my DirecTV.
Game 1.
Yeah.
Bases loaded Yankees trying to rally, 9th inning. I'm watching it. I'm texting with a buddy. I get a expletive while there's 2 outs.
I see. I'm very leery of that.
And then I knew that the Yankees lost.
They didn't score.
Yeah.
All right. RJ.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
How you feeling tonight? You nervous?
I'm excited.
Nervous?
I expect to win. You're always nervous your season could end, but I expect to win.
Of course. I offer you Niners 24, Rams 3. Yankees lose in 11. You take it?
No.
I offer you Yankees win 3-1. Niners lose 41-6. Do you take it?
No, 41-6.
It would be unsightly.
No, his season's over versus 1 game.
So you wouldn't take that. Right here, Yankees Nation's going to come after you. I'm giving you a Yankees win. All it takes is a Niners team who's banged up anyway to get blown out against the Rams.
No, I'm not taking 41-6.
No.
No.
So you'll roll the dice with the Yankees.
That's
very selfish of you.
You often ask me this. I like to get greedy.
Raymond, how do you listen to him say stuff like that and not want to turn around and smack him in the face?
I understand it. I get it.
Stop it. I'm offering him a Yankees victory, and it means the Niners get pummeled.
Ask him the same one, but the Cowboys lose with him in attendance on Sunday.
Okay. Yankees win tonight, 4-1. Cowboys lose on a Nick Folk 58-yard field goal at the buzzer.
I'm not sure I can handle
You take it?
I don't mean this to be disrespectful. I'm not sure I can handle losing to the Jets.
Okay. Let me flip the script on you then. Here we go.
I'd rather lose than tie.
Yankees, I don't disagree with you.
Wow.
Ties are the worst.
Ties are the worst.
No, you take a tie over a
No,
loss.
I don't think that I agree with that because it's my own neuroses. I get it.
I'd rather lose.
Yankees lose tonight, 5-2. Cowboys 37-7 on Sunday. You take that?
No, I don't think I want to take that either.
You guys are take something.
You're giving these horrible scenarios. I don't feel good about any of these.
So you want both?
Yes, I can have
I'll
both.
give you the classic example. Rewind almost 25 years ago to the day. Monday Night Miracle. Thrilling Jets comeback
Dolphins
win.
game. That's the Jumbo Elliott game?
That was the night
Caught the
off
touchdown, yep.
between games 2 and 3 of the Subway Series. And then it was back to reality despite the...
That Subway Series still is...
So think about it. Like the euphoria of that comeback historical win and then right back to...
Yeah, but that did nothing for me. And then the Mets lost to the Yankees.
Right.
So
Well,
for me,
just-
it was...
From my standpoint.
Yeah, your standpoint.
It was
that
quick and fleeting and... Okay.
All right, so you guys don't really care about the Yankees, what I'm gathering here.
No, they do care about the Yankees.
I offered RJ a Yankees win if the Niners get beat up, and he
wanna
wouldn't
lose
take it.
But this isn't...
That might happen anyway.
But this isn't like
35?
winning game. You're not offering them like game 2 of a best of 7. This is extinction if they lose.
That's why I'm offering them the victory. All I'm saying is Niners get hammered. Okay, Niners lose 31-13.
Okay, but that one I probably take.
So Yankees win, Niners lose by 18.
I just have my problem, and I've had this the entire season, hitching my wagon to a Yankees team, which I know is fundamentally flawed.
So you believe...
But you can't make a run in this American League? You don't
certainly
think you
can.
go deep?
You believe that when it's all said and done, the Yankees are not winning the World Series?
Most likely not.
Okay.
Wait a sec. Do you want to hinge future bets on this? Like in Ray's case, like a Knicks Rangers parlay throw in there. Like the ultimate fate of their seasons. Do that.
Wait. I love it. You do that.
Do
Wait,
that.
I'm confused at what you're doing. What am I saying? Mets, Knicks.
What you're doing is eating into RJ Simpson.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Yankees win the whole thing. Knicks miss the playoffs.
Oh my God, no.
I'm giving you a championship.
No. Because now you're actually affecting me at that point.
Okay.
You're affecting my bottom line.
Yankees lose 14-1 tonight. The Knicks are in the NBA Finals,
I was just gonna say
and then
NBA
we
Finals.
don't know what happens.
What do you mean we don't know what happens? The Knicks are the favorites in the Eastern Conference, and rightfully so.
Okay.
Well, 5 minutes ago, he said they're not making the playoffs. He threw you that
That's
option.
ridiculous.
That was not 5 minutes. What do you mean?
It's
I'm
ridiculous.
saying Yankees get hammered, but I give you the Knicks in the finals, and then what? Then they play it. Then we don't know.
No, I want a championship. Give me the Knicks championship, and then we can have a
I don't
conversation.
think you didn't incorporate hockey into this. Like I said, this could be a multi-layered thing.
All right. Yankees win tonight. Rangers miss the playoffs.
Yankees win.
I could
to it.
probably
Yankees,
Stop
that.
telling me what to do.
No, you're not seeing
You're
my
doing
vision.
exactly what he says. I could probably take that last one.
You take that?
Probably.
All right, do you have
Rangers
one?
missed the
What are
playoffs.
you asking?
No, Yankees.
Why are you
win-
telling me to ask? You have
All right,
an
come on,
open mic.
Yankees make Yankees win tonight. Is that what you're? That's
Oh
the
my
initial?
God.
Do whatever you want to do.
Yankees win tonight. Rangers miss the playoffs. Knicks
You're not very good at this.
make the playoffs, but still no guarantee they make it to the finals.
No.
No.
No, you're not good at this. RJ, I'm sorry to have eaten up all your time.
I'm
but that was
incorporating
great.
things.
Sim was excellent, and we'll be back in a moment. No.
Now.
Walk up three-pointer. He got it.
See ya!
Put it in the box.
The you missed.
I'm sorry. Sometimes you just got to take control.
That's what she said.
Wow.
I watch The Office every night. Well, I can't help myself.
Do you really?
That was,
Oh, yeah.
That was aggressive. So, no Lucas Giolito tonight. As we know, we mentioned that before the series started. Didn't know if we'll get to a Game 3. Here we are. Red Sox will turn to Connolly Early, which sounds very regal as a name.
Connolly Early.
You know who Lucas Giolito's related to, right?
No.
Remember we did this? Dave might have been off when I threw this out there over the
Oh,
summer.
Let's see if
did.
RJ remembers.
Well, that's months ago. I remember doing this, but I don't remember the name.
Lucas Giolito's grandfather, who's no longer with us.
Oh. Yes, I do.
You know.
Samuel Morse.
Is that his real name? I don't know.
No, I don't know. Who is it?
Susan's father in Seinfeld.
Oh, from Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, the log
Oh,
cabin.
Susan's father.
George's fiance, Susan.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I did
Yeah.
not. I did it.
That
So
was-
that's
Lucas Giolito's grandfather.
really?
Yeah.
I did not.
Because he went to Harvard Westlake.
That's the one that turned out to
Correct.
have an affinity for men.
Correct.
Yes. Okay.
Log cabin and all that stuff. Yeah. He went to
Gotcha.
Harvard Westlake with Max Fried
Yep.
and Jack Flaherty.
Oh, nice.
So, anyways, Connolly Early versus Cam Schlittler.
Yeah.
Winner take all, Game 3, 8:08. We love the 08s. Can hear it right here, ESPN New York. Preceded by Ty Butler, who's on for an hour after DHR. So here's your pitch counters, because we all assume Aaron Boone's going to that bullpen again. In the last two games combined, Fernando Cruz has thrown 28 pitches, Devin Williams 30, David Bednar 31. Seemingly all should be available.
I would think they'd all be available. Yes.
Elsewhere around baseball, Brian Rocchio hit a big home run, sparked a 5-run inning. Guardians forced a Game 3 against the Tigers. Can hear that over on 1050. And you can also hear the Padres and Cubs, who will play Game 3. Padres beat the Cubs 3-0 in Game 2. One series that is over, Dodgers. They knock out the Reds. Yamamoto really good yesterday. And the Dodgers are on to play the Phillies in what is essentially a pick'em in the NLDS.
Who would you pick, RJ? Who do you think wins that series?
Phillies.
You do?
Yep.
Okay. Is that because you've said you don't believe in the Dodgers and
Dodgers
you're
bullpen is
willing that?
No, you asked me before this began, who do I think is coming out of the NL, and I said the Phillies.
Mm-hmm.
So this is all my takes aligning now. I didn't know it would happen this soon, but here we go.
All right.
Dodger bullpen will get him into trouble.
It's not great.
It almost cost him the other night.
Yeah, it's not great. But the starting staff is very good.
Yes, it is. Buster Posey said that the Giants are talking with Bruce Bochy, their former manager, to join their organization, but not to manage the team. Speaking of managers, we're not done getting rid of them yet. Brian Snicker, he will not return as the Braves manager. Rockies fired their GM, Bill Schmidt, after their 119-loss season, which is not great.
Poor guy, though. I mean,
Bill Schmidt was a nice guy. I had him, as soon as they made him the GM a few years back, I had him on the baseball show. And he was like a longtime scout, so on and so forth, like a baseball, like organizational lifer guy. And, he gets this opportunity to be a GM for the first time, and you could tell he was excited, and it was a no-win situation.
It went poorly.
That's what it was.
If you would have said to me, who is the manager of the Rockies?
General manager.
General manager. 90 seconds ago, you could have paid me all the money in the world.
But now you know about Bill Schmidt.
Now I do.
Braylon Allen might be going on IR. Sounds like that injury he suffered Monday Night Football, not great. Jermaine Johnson has an ankle, but he was upgraded to day-to-day after missing a couple of games. Michael Carter, the corner, has a concussion, expected to miss the game coming up for the Jets against the Cowboys. And he could be replaced by Jarvis Brownlee, who could be ready to go after he was brought over in that trade from Tennessee. Football tonight, not good for me. Brock Purdy out. Ricky Pearsall out. Jawan Jennings, he's out too. That spread up to 8.5.
8.5? Oh, my Lord.
I got to tell you.
You're going to get involved?
Remind me to bring this game up.
Oh, boy.
I think there's some involvement for me happening in this game.
Here we go.
Oh, I do.
Commander said that Jaden Daniels has been medically cleared with that knee. Ravens are quiet on what's going on with Lamar Jackson versus the Texans. It doesn't sound great. Cards running back Trey Benson going to miss 4 to 6 weeks. They're already down James Conner after he had surgery.
So they're on their third running back.
DeMarcado, I believe.
Yeah.
Michael Carter was even carries last week. Former Jet.
Colts corner Xavier Howard abruptly retired, citing he needs to put his family first. And 3-time All-Pro Shaq Leonard, who's not actively with the Colts, he's going to retire with the Colts. The Devils news, Luke Hughes, 7 years, $63 million extension with the Devils. Quentin Grimes, former Knick, signs his $8.7 million qualifying offer with the Sixers. And Nafisa Collier of the Lynx, they're out, but had the Lynx advanced, she tore ankle ligaments that would have kept her out at least 4 to 6 weeks, so she would have been done regardless. That's stuff you missed.
That's nice. Well done by you. Let's load up the Yankees calls, then we'll leave time for the Thursday night pick if we need as well. It's DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
All right, let's see what's happening on the roads and bring in Debbie Duhame.
Hey, good morning, Dave, Dan, Ray, and RJ. Guys, let's see what's happening. Traffic a little bit lighter than normal today because of Yom Kippur. Metered parking rules remain in effect, but alternate side parking rules suspended. Heading to the game later, watch for delays on the Deegan. Delays on the Deegan right now, northbound at 179th with an accident blocking a couple of lanes there. Meadowbrook north at Hempstead Turnpike, a crash. Jackie Robinson west by Metropolitan Avenue. Watch out for a stalled vehicle. Traffic is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports, coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN New York.
Getting the right mattress helps you sleep at night. Getting the right price helps you sleep even better. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step fitting process to make sure your new bed fits you perfectly. The right fit, the right price, plus free delivery. It's what they do, only at PC Richard & Son. Free delivery on mattresses $199 and up. Excludes Manhattan. See stores for details.
Did you know women account for 2/3 of all Americans living with Alzheimer's and 2/3 of all Alzheimer's family caregivers? Join the Alzheimer's Foundation of America at its Women Empowerment Forum on November 5th in Amityville to learn practical ways women can reduce their risk for Alzheimer's and enhance quality of life for themselves and their loved ones living with Alzheimer's. For more information or to register, visit alzfdn.org or call 866-232-8484.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new parlay zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino.
Download it.
At City Harvest, Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes. Know if my heart is work stress affected? It's time to up my cardio. If my mom has something, how would I find out? It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
You ever wake up with a sore throat, feeling a little off, and you know you're getting sick? Well, getting sick and going on the IL isn't an option, especially for me when I'm traveling for work. You can try to see a doctor, well, good luck there, or go sit for hours in an urgent care. Nope. That's why you need a medical emergency kit. This isn't some cheap first aid kit, okay? Your medical emergency kit comes packed with doctor-prescribed meds. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right there in your home. If you're coming down with the flu, bam, here's your Z-Pack. You've got gastrointestinal issues, here's your Bactrim. From Z-Pack to ivermectin, amoxicillin, and doxycycline to treat strep, pneumonia, sinus infections, UTIs, COVID, and more. It's all right there in your kit. Just match your symptoms to the guide or talk with their telehealth doc. No doctor waiting rooms, no pharmacy lines. Order online in minutes and get $50 off with code SPORTS at urgentcarekit.com/sports. Get yours now at urgentcarekit.com/sports, promo code SPORTS.
All right, DNR with you. ESPN New York. We roll along on what is there's a big one tonight. You know what the weird thing is? I don't like the Yankees. I'd like to see them lose. But on another hand, it's like if the Yankees lose tonight, postseason baseball, kind of takes a massive hit here in New York. So do I want them to lose in a round later or 2 rounds later just to at least give us more baseball conversation? I don't know. Because then I don't know if I can ever get rid of them, Like, what happens if they win and then they win the whole thing and I rooted for them to win tonight? So I'll root against them tonight, but if they win, I won't be horrified just because it means more baseball conversation for us.
Well, where do you think this football season's going?
Nowhere.
Okay, so then think about it. Wouldn't it be nice to have at least some baseball to talk about for another few weeks?
Yeah, but in my DNA, I just can't do this. I can't watch the game and root for the Yankees tonight.
And I can remember vividly, as if it was yesterday, June 12th. Which was that Thursday.
That was the game we were at. That was our tailgate.
It was your tailgate.
That's the day Senga went down.
Senga got hurt. And I remember being on that day after the interview. Or after the game. Right. Whatever. I'm dying. And I said, you know what? The Mets can withstand this. And at that time, they had the best record in baseball.
Totally.
Best pitching in baseball.
Yeah.
And I said, at the very least, you're a baseball fan in this town, Mets or Yankees, doesn't matter. You know what? Prepare for deep runs in October.
Is that what you said?
Both of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a chance. I mean, there was a chance October 1st. We were right there walking up to October 1st. Baseball in New York, dead. Because the Mets crap themselves in proportions that you've really almost never seen before. And the Yankees lost game 1. Game 2, they were tied. I mean, Rafael, and that doesn't get any discussion. The drop from Duran, like these little things, not going from third base. Think about that now. Rafael gets the bunt down. Duran doesn't drop that fly ball in left field that somehow they call a hit, which is wild to me. And they score that run that they stopped at third base. Boston's probably winning that game last night.
And that's why one little play, right, can decide these all-important postseason games. And that's why you got to be on your details, man.
It's going to be a great scene tonight, Yankee Stadium.
No, but to your point, if the Yankees lose in this town, nobody's talking baseball. Unfortunately, I mean, I'm still going to watch every game.
I'll watch it, and I'll be into it. Like Dodgers, Phillies is a great series. Brewers and whoever they play, not as exciting, but still, Brewers don't have that level
and watch
of
what's
juice.
going to happen. You're going to have, like a Detroit-Milwaukee World Series, which is just going to be like...
God, that would be awful. I mean, how much, if the Yankees were to lose tonight, and this is the difference between football and baseball, if the Yankees were to lose tonight, how many Yankees fans do you think are tuning in for Red Sox and Blue Jays?
Oh, nobody.
Right? You'd be like, I don't care. Ray, how much Red Sox Blue Jays do you watch if the Yankees lose this game tonight?
I could not be less interested.
Do you watch, on being serious, any?
If I have nothing else going on, maybe I'll watch snippets of it, but I'm not going out of my way to watch out.
Like if they start at 8:07, are you staying up till 11:24 to watch Red Sox Blue Jays?
That's a tough ask.
Yeah.
Can I give you a little programming heads up? Like if you are a Yankee fan,
well, you have
if you want to plan ahead.
Oh, see, this is dangerous.
Dangerous.
Let's ask these guys.
Not dangerous for me,
guys. Do you want to know what happens time-wise with the next series, or is that bad luck?
No. I mean, I'm just gonna put my fingers in my ears.
All right.
So
I'm going to tell people because you know
take off your headphones.
People are busy.
Or do the you know what I'm a fan of the la 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 la.
Literally can't do that during a radio show. Like,
well, turn off your mic.
Ray, I'll do this. How about this? I'll keep my arm up in the air while I'm talking. And when I'm done, I'll bring
like
it down.
he's the guy with the oven mitts at the NFL game where he's
The
like, all right, we're in
commercial
break, we're in break.
All right, here we go.
Back.
Well, those guys think themselves very important, by the way.
Well, I'm not going to hear it, so if you guys swear, then you'll just be unemployed. So
Okay. Hot off the presses, if the Yankees advance.
They go to Toronto.
Game 1 Saturday. That will be a 4:08.
Not listening.
4:08 first pitch.
Uh-huh.
And that will be getting the regular Fox treatment. Channel 5.
Okay. Fox National.
No FS1, none of that. You get
the big
Fox.
stuff. The big stuff. Yep.
And ironically enough, if the Red Sox win, they're not getting Fox. That'll be
so only the Yankees will get
if
Fox
the Red
primary.
Sox win, it'll be Saturday at 1 p.m. on FS1.
Oh.
How about that? Okay. So that we got game 1 established.
Did you guys hear anything or no?
I'm not hearing anything you're saying. I've turned it all out.
You don't hear anything?
No.
You could be swearing right now and nothing.
So if you ever want to swear and let
to you.
All right.
Yeah. Game 2 would be Sunday.
Why is your arm in the air?
Because I told Ray, I said I'll keep my arm up in the air, and then when I'm done, I put it down.
Are you feeling tired or you're?
I feel great.
Okay.
Sunday, game 2, also a 4:08. But that will be FS1 because we have football on Fox
Right.
on
Obviously,
Sunday.
it's not going to take.
So all you need to know is if you're a Yankee fan, games 1 and 2 will be Saturday and Sunday in Toronto, both at 4:08.
Oh, Monday would be an off. Well, hang on. Well, I didn't say anything wrong.
Monday's the travel
Monday
day.
would be an off day, and we don't know what Tuesday would bring.
Correct.
Okay.
So Monday there'll be the 2 National League series.
Right.
Not
so
the
the
American.
National League plays Saturday as well.
Oh my goodness.
What?
No, we said
Still
National
going?
League.
Good.
I said the National League plays Saturday as well.
Correct.
But does not play Sunday.
Correct.
So which is I understand why they're doing it. They don't want to match up with the NFL.
Correct.
But so you're playing game 1 Saturday, National League, no travel, day off, game 2 on Monday.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
So all you need to know, Saturday, Sunday, Yankees.
That's it. At a time that we've said and we won't repeat, so the guys don't have to, in fact,
Let's
hear
put
that.
it this way, Raymond. I know which football team you root for. It will not interfere with your baseball viewing on Sunday as well.
You
How's
don't want to
that?
know that, though.
No, but I didn't give him a concrete time.
Could be 10 in the morning. Could be 5 in the
They're
afternoon.
going to play the London series.
You don't know what time it is. Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. One of the either Yankees or Red Sox will be playing their last game of the 2025 season. It's a winner-take-all, Game 3 tonight at Yankee Stadium, a game you can hear on ESPN New York with first pitch at 8:08 p.m. Oh, a lot of stress with that game tonight. A lot of stress. And that's Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Let's take a break. Come back. We'll see if anybody wants to get involved with this game at all tonight. It's the Rams at the where are the games? In the Ram. Niners at the Rams. 8.5-point number now. I saw 6.5 yesterday. Now it's 8.5. So we'll see if anybody wants any involvement, and we'll get you all ready for the Yankees and the Sox. And if the Yankees move on, those games at unknown times this weekend. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Jets football once again returns to MetLife Stadium. See your New York Jets face off against the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday, October 5th at 1 p.m., presented by Atlantic Health System.
Play action, bootleg out to the right, Justin Fields, and he will trot into the end zone with a misdirection touchdown.
Get your seats now at nyjets.com/tickets. Once again, that's nyjets.com/tickets.
Why do you go to Princeton Longevity Center?
We go to Princeton Longevity Center because my husband's cardiologist told him having this exam saved his life.
Because somehow 20 turned into 40, and now I need to take my health more seriously. The Princeton Longevity Center designed a program to keep me healthy and active, so 50 and 60 will be no sweat.
Because even though my cholesterol is high, it turned out my arteries are clear. That's a big relief.
Whether you want to make the most of your future years or just want peace of mind, you need the Princeton Longevity Center. Their comprehensive preventive exam combines the latest technology with caring experts to create your personal plan for staying well.
Because I shouldn't have to wait an hour for a 10-minute physical. I go to Princeton Longevity Center because I get everything done in one day and take my results home with me.
Find out why you need Princeton Longevity. Call 888-8000-PLC or go to PrincetonLongevityCenter.com. Call 888-8000-PLC. That's 888-8000-PLC.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
What if you could instantly find whatever you need exactly when you need it? We're talking everything from parking spots to holiday gifts to the perfect shoes in your size. Think of all the time you'd save. While you may never instantly find these things, if you're hiring, you can find qualified candidates right away. With ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology works fast to find top talent, and their advanced resume database lets you unlock top candidates' contact info instantly. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
All right, DNR with you. What is this? Is this like Empire Strikes Back? Is that what that is? That's like evil Empire stuff?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is that the point of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You lean right into that, though, right? You want to be the evil Empire.
If that's who they got to be, go for it.
Yeah. This is good stuff tonight. Tonight's a really good sports night.
3 games, 3 deciding games, and a football game.
All right. So
It's the polar opposite to tomorrow, which is nothing.
Yeah, but that's okay. Because tomorrow's a Friday. At least it's the beginning of the weekend. But tonight you get big stuff. You get a game 3 at, what is it, 3, 6, and 8?
Today?
Yeah, 3, 5, and 8?
I think 3, 5, and 8.
3, 5, and 8.
So, which is weird because
so the 3 and the 5 are going to overlap.
Yeah, you got some overlap.
Right. Why wouldn't they do like a 2 and a 5?
Got some Jets news.
Good or bad?
Not good.
Not good. Jermaine Johnson.
No. Braylon Allen going to be placed on IR, minimum 4 games, but probably longer. He might have to have surgery on that knee.
Oh, he's having surgery on it?
Might have to.
Oh.
He's still getting second opinions. You know what the problem?
Surgery would be the season,
and that's another,
right?
And that's another fallout here with this whole like kick return thing. Like it happened during a kickoff return. Like they had Braylon Allen and him and Isaiah Davis returning kicks because you don't have a kick returner.
But it like you saw it and your first thought was, oh boy, there was some bad injuries. The Tyreek Hill injury was bad, and the
Are they
Braylon
asking
Allen
people
injury.
to rip up the turf down in Hard Rock Stadium or no?
They got to rip up the turf here.
But I'm just saying, it's like every time somebody gets hurt, it's like let's get rid of the turf. Well, 2 guys had crippling injuries on natural grass there. I mean, it's football. It happens.
I know, but it happens more here.
I just say, like, we have this tendency to overreact. Like, the neighbors thing was just how he landed. It wasn't the surface he's playing on.
But
Ray,
if
we
you
went
look,
through this with the Aaron Rodgers thing 2 years ago. It's the same thing. In the meantime, you had, was it J.K. Dobbins, who suffered the same injury as him on natural grass, like on the same day.
Right.
Or the day before.
Yeah, but you don't have players complaining about getting hurt on natural grass. You have players complaining about getting hurt on a turf at Giant Stadium.
It happens. Like, it's not the healer to play on natural grass. And the Achilles thing, I mean, we talk about this in the NBA all the time. How many guys have had Achilles injuries?
You ever walk on AstroTurf or turf? Like, it's like concrete.
Well, the old AstroTurf.
That's not this, though.
But they don't play. They haven't played on AstroTurf in like 20 years.
I'm saying, did you ever walk on that?
Yes,
though?
I did.
I can't believe they ever the vet filled out. Like, no wonder.
Well, the vet had concrete patches.
Concrete.
The stuff that drives me crazy about the current surface now, like those synthetic whatever, like they have at MetLife Stadium, is like you could be walking on the field before the game, not exerting yourself, doing anything crazy, and yet somehow, some way, all those little black like pellets, are all in your shoe.
It's unbelievable.
I don't know how it happens.
Yeah. You bring them wherever you go.
Science needs to do a study on this.
For the World
that's
Cup.
how you get the give that it has. Like it has some give. And for it to be like that, you need the pellets.
For the World Cup, are they bringing in trays of grass?
They're bringing in grass for the World Cup. All right, that's a non-starter for them. They need grass.
Then why can't we do it for football?
Because you want an answer?
Yeah.
At that stadium in particular, you're talking about guys who are soaking wet, maybe 160 pounds tops. You know, you have two teams that play at MetLife. Like, the grass would take a beating to replace
it would take
that
a beating.
surface.
They did it years ago,
and it was horrible.
Yeah,
well, remember that. Like, they had, like, areas of the field which were, that was clearly replaced because, like, it just didn't
The Denver
align.
Broncos had to, and it cost, like, millions. The Denver Broncos, I think, replaced their whole natural grass thing last year, definitely twice, maybe three times during the season, but they also don't have two teams playing on it like you have at MetLife.
Right, but Green Bay has the grass, and it always looks good year-round. But
they have this unbelievable drainage system, too.
But if you want a good example, look in Pittsburgh where it's grass, and the Steelers and the Panthers play there, and look at what that field looks like by November, December.
Yeah.
It looks terrible.
It's terrible.
It's like painted green mud.
All right, so game tonight, not baseball. We'll get back to that in a moment. Game tonight, Rams-Niners. We haven't heard from Rick, right, RJ? We have not heard anything from him?
Nothing from Rick.
Okay, so Rick is out.
I wonder if you and I are thinking similarly on this.
I'm getting involved Survivor-wise.
Oh, okay.
RJ, I'm sorry to do this, but I have to. I mean, no Brock Purdy. Yeah. No Brock Purdy. No Juan Jennings. No Ricky Pearsall. I will take the Rams in my Survivor.
Jawan Jennings, by the way.
Jawan? I thought it was Juan Jennings.
No. We know who he is.
Listen, I only brought that up yesterday because I do see people that tweet occasionally. Like, don't you idiots know it's not.
Don't you know we know everything?
I know you know.
We know everything, of course. So my partner in this guillotine league we're doing here, Joey Betts.
Yeah.
He continues to text me and be like, Juan Jennings is a game-time decision. And I don't have the heart to tell him it's Jawan Jennings. But then I brought that on air, and that's why we call him Juan Jennings. So I'm in. 3,115 people started in the ESPN New York Survivor pool. 1,452 remain. I am one of those people, and I'm locked in with the Rams tonight. Put that down.
I'm looking at some other possibilities. I'm just studying the schedule for the first time.
You're in.
Not a ton.
Cardinals are not an awful
Cardinals,
selection.
I think, would probably be the way to go.
Yeah, but I'd prefer the Rams.
Buffalo. I mean, if you want to go Buffalo.
Yeah,
again.
but they play the Patriots. It's not like a walkover game. So, I'm in on the Rams. RJ, you can't possibly take the Rams in Survivor.
No.
So you're not touching this game whatsoever.
Not touching it. I don't quite have the guts. If I did, though, it's gotten so high, I would think about the 8.5.
You would take the number, huh?
Shanahan,
Why do you do
It's
it?
tempting. It is
Shanahan's got a weird thing with McVay, man. But they're just down so many.
Do you look differently at me for taking the Rams to win the game outright?
No.
I don't think that's wrong.
No,
Like, you don't think that's a
If
stupid...
I were you, I think that's the right play.
Yeah.
I had that one last year, RJ, the McVay-Shanahan thing, and then the Rams ended up winning, and then I got hosed on one of those.
Go figure.
Raymond, anything for you tonight?
I'm kind of like leaning toward RJ's logic, where I think that's a really big number, no matter how decimated San Francisco is. But especially after last week, I don't have the conviction for it, so I'll pass.
So you're out all around.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm the only one involved. Rams.
Go Niners.
Survivor. Niners are going to lose 41-3.
Not good.
But
Do you like getting
the
involved
Yankees
in the
are gonna
Thursday
win.
night games like that? Like having that involvement in the Thursday night games? Because to me, it's like, football doesn't begin until Sunday.
Yeah, if there's something I like, I'm gonna get involved. All right, what do you think? Yankees, Red Sox tonight. What do you think happens?
Yankees win.
You think Yankees win comfortably?
Not comfortable. You can't say comfortably.
I think they win comfortably.
Really?
Yeah, I think 7-3 Yankees, but by the 5th inning, you're like, we're gonna win this game.
Wow.
Yep, I do.
The bullpen really hasn't had a chance to influence the game yet. If it's in the 5th inning,
I think the Yankees could put up a crooked number early in this game, like a 4-spot in the 3rd inning. Write that down. 4-spot 3rd inning for the Yankees. And
guys got that?
Yeah, then they'll cruise to a 7-3 victory. Would you be impressed?
That would be great. That would be great.
What happens if the Yankees win 7-3? What do I get? Do I get something?
You get the joy of
you get another
RJ.
week of talking about the Yankees.
There's no joy for me in that.
Yeah, me and RJ have joy, which is joy for you. So.
I do enjoy you guys being happy.
It's reciprocated joy.
Reciprocated joy. Raymond?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing
good. What are you feeling about these 3 stars today?
I guess you'll have to wait and see.
Well, why don't you fire it up?
Today's 3 stars. Number 3.
I enjoy when you guys come together, you being Dave and Dan, because you never know where the conversation is going to go. We're talking about these playoff matchups and, how the teams that are waiting for the divisional round have stayed ready. And I guess they've had some scrimmages, which is going on, which is kind of cool. But you always go for a little more.
And you know what would be even more awesome? And I don't know if they did this. It's Philly, so they probably don't.
Mm-hmm.
If that money went to charity.
Like Rocky's Kids or something like that?
I don't know. Is there a Rocky's Kids
I just
charity?
made it up.
Big fan of the Rockies kids down there in Philadelphia.
Number 2.
All right. Telling issues about, I guess, because RJ got not really distracted, but he was really doing his job, and you were trying to distract him.
Wow.
So
when you
so
say
it all
you,
falls
you
on
mean
me. Yeah.
You mean Grassa was? I
and
was
that's
not.
It's done.
And listen,
it is over.
RJ's
from
very
now on.
focused on his work.
Rick yelled at me one day at the very early stages of doing the show with you guys. Wait, why don't you talk to me?
Rick did that to you?
No.
He's
Rick,
such a prima donna.
Oh, no.
Surprised we didn't hear from Rick on that one. Dave, well, he just gets distracted of his own volition.
The fact that you would bring it up Wednesday, and I assume this happened during the show. Yes. Stay
Yesterday.
with me. Stop reading your emails.
I got an email. I'm looking at it.
I don't give a rat's ass.
I enjoy that.
Number 1.
What I don't enjoy is you two trying to have me make a choice on who I want to win, whether it comes to the Yankees or the Cowboys or the Knicks or the Rangers, and then you can't even agree on how you want to execute this.
Yankees win tonight. Rangers miss the playoffs. Knicks.
You're not very good at this.
Yankees win.
I could
to it.
probably
Yankees
Stop
take that.
telling me what to do.
No, that's literally our job is to tell you what to do.
That's a fair point.
But listen, we do that. That's all I got for you. Go Yankees. Please.
There you go.
Please.
All right. It's Rule 76, Grassa.
No excuses. Play like a champ. Grassa, Rothenberg, and
everybody
on ESPN New York.